Oh, that was all ball, it looked like.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport live at the Horseshoe Cafe, Southport, Connecticut. It's Barnes, it's Tony,
That's right.
It's Michael, and it's the birthday girl, Renee Viviano. Everybody wish Renee a very happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Wow, the crowd goes wild.
But let's just say we were proud to be here. Been a long time, by the way, too, right? I mean, I feel like over
close to a month. Yeah, right. Dude.
I think,
right? I mean, it's got to
just
be
about
somewhere up there since we've been at the Horseshoe. Stoked to be back here for sure. And what an event to come to, you know? I mean, like, it's March Madness. We had a close game actually here right now between Kentucky and Illinois, dude.
Yes, it had a thriller between UConn and Florida. Unfortunately, Michael Buck didn't go the way that we had hoped, but we'll get into all of that. And also on Twitter, you can reach us, hashtag is DTV at the shoe?
Yeah, there we go.
So to discuss
everyone can see it.
The March Madness games, and we'll have that up on the screen. So we highly encourage everybody to do that.
Yeah, dude, please do so. You know, interact from home, or if you're in the area, you can just come on down to the Horseshoe.
Absolutely.
And you can also just tweet at us live here or just be on the show. So I definitely.
Illinois' ball here.
Yeah, it's not, dude.
So it looks like ball going to Kentucky, Tony.
Oh, man, there's a couple of expletives I think he maybe tossed out there.
Just a few, my friends. Just a few.
Just a few. In any case here, I mean, it is Kentucky's ball, so, I mean, I guess good for them as they are up by 8. With just about a minute to go, Illinois fouls immediately to push them to the line. I mean, I don't know, man. You were watching that play. Do you think that was a foul?
You know, I mean, I feel like it was kind of, it could go either way. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it was close, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, the call on the court was a foul, and I guess they overturned it, which is fine, I suppose. But
and I think
definitely tough here.
I think we're good now, right?
I think we may or may not be good or bad, dude. Yeah.
But I think that means that it's time. You know, I've been looking forward to it, Tony.
Oh, the shot, dude.
The shot for Renee.
The shot heard round the world, ladies and gentlemen.
And only for Renee.
I did request doing a tequila shot to start the show.
Which I very much enjoy tequila. I know.
Is there any is there salt over there on like the thing?
Oh, wow.
If you're gonna do tequila shot, you have to do it the right way, right?
Yeah, that is true. I guess Michael, you have to get me some salt as well.
I'm gonna actually pour the salt all over the equipment.
Yeah, that's a good
idea.
idea.
Get me some salt also. Salt shaker. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, I want to do the whole experience. Like, what the fuck, man? I mean, I haven't done.
Did they get the foul call there? But they're down 10 with 52 seconds.
I haven't done a shot tequila like this in a while.
It's crazy. The internet's still not working for me.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi for me is pretty much fucking down, by the way.
Which really puts a bind into the fantasy draft.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
No, but I have it on my phone, but I'm
phone.
saying for, looking at the
Yeah. For just research,
sports,
dude.
yes.
Looks like I'm back on the Wi-Fi, by the way, which is fine, dude. I'm gonna test
Yeah.
the internet real quick. But I mean, as long as the streams up,
Oh,
I'm fine with that, dude.
I think we're good now.
Yeah, I think we are good.
All right, you ready to do this? The salt
Yes.
is soaking into my skin.
Oh, hold on. I got to put salt on my skin. Yeah.
Looks like I had cocaine on my hand.
Come on.
Not that I do that.
No. Renee would never.
I wouldn't. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right. Happy birthday, Renee. 26
birthday, Renee.
Happy birthday,
years
guys.
of age on this
Cheers.
planet.
3,
2, 1.
All I have to say is thank God for the lime, Tony.
I do enjoy tequila shots very much so.
I'm more a margarita, but after yesterday, I think I'm going to take a little hiatus
Did it,
from the
dude.
margaritas.
Yeah. Whoa.
I did half of it.
Half of it. Wow. It's a little
is
weak,
tough.
Renee, no?
Yeah.
No, I like taking my time. Now I have 2 shots basically.
Yeah, I guess if you want to think of it like that,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, double shots for Renee.
That is true, dude. Should we do another round with Renee?
No. Oh, I think it's another shot. I'm like,
No.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, once Renee is recovered over there, I did see we had a couple more comments, Renee.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a pause on this one.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea anyway.
All right, let's get to the comments.
Yeah, into the comments,
We got
please.
a lot of comments coming from the top. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All
Rattle them.
right, starting off with Michael Bukta. He says, tough loss that game, man. I was even in tears when we lost that game. 2-year dominant run, still great though.
So good.
Absolutely. And Michael Bucket was so excited for the UConn win on Friday night.
call.
He actually woke me up at midnight with a call. So shout out to Michael Bucket for that.
That's hilarious.
True fan. That's how you know a true fan.
He's a big fan.
Also, Michael Buckner says, it's like you say, Barnes. We've all been there before with sports moments like this.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I think the good thing, though, you really have to have perspective. Back-to-back national championships is nothing to scoff about. So that has to be appreciated, without a doubt.
All right, then we got Josh B in the house.
Josh
He
B.
says, yo, what is up, my fam? What a crazy March Madness day, and fantasy baseball is upon us.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes. All right, then we got Michael Buckner again. He's saying, Hurley's post-game interview really got me in tears, man.
Hurley was in tears.
Yeah, he was.
That loss was pretty much the worst sports moment of my life.
Wow.
Win or lose, that coach is my hero. That's what he said.
I mean, listen, it's great to be supportive of Hurley, and I will say,
Would you call him a hero, Tony?
no.
I knew you were going to say that. Just kidding.
No, he is in a very precarious, tough position of kind of retooling, this UConn team that did win back-to-back, did graduate quite a few guys, just have some young talent. Solo Ball, a guy we've been mentioning all year long, he's a sophomore,
Yes.
So, I do think that he does, deserves, a little bit more credit,
And I think Reed's a sophomore, too.
Reed's a sophomore, too? Yeah.
I think.
He's definitely not like an upperclassman. So, I think he definitely, had a tough year for sure. Had 3 times as many losses this year as he did last year in the regular season, right? So,
Yeah, because they had only
3 losses last year,
yeah.
which was tremendous. So, it's really tough to have, a program like that was so successful and that does graduate the players. It's not like you have these players forever. You only have them for a 10 amount of time. And then you got to redo it. You got to figure it out all over again. So, I really do think that he did take UConn, at least, the roster that he has with that experience as far as they could go. I wouldn't say that, Hurley was the reason why that they, lost some games or got knocked out of the
Mark was
tournament,
actually
dude.
texting in our group saying that he thinks that he was the reason.
Hurley was a
Playing
problem.
Caravan too much. That what's his name? Bill Murray's son, the assistant coach, doesn't
Yeah,
really work.
yeah.
And we were all like, me and Mike and Corey were like, listen, I don't think after winning back-to-back national championship games, you could blame anybody for the loss today other than the players themselves.
I mean, that's the only thing that was significantly different from last year, you know? I mean, and not for nothing, they're still a very talented team. Like, they still made it to the tournament. Like, you know, not for nothing, they did play hard. But, yeah, I mean, you look at the game closely, and, I mean, it was little things the players just didn't get done, and that was the reason why they lost. I mean, there's no way that, you know, Hurley wasn't pumping, you know, a championship mentality into them all year long. Thank you, Michael.
Do you guys want to keep on catching up with all the comments?
Yes.
These are all comments that came
Go
in
ahead,
before
Renee.
we
Go
went
ahead.
live or once we went live. Josh B saying, "Oh, Bukta, you have no clue. Laugh, 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 laugh." That is the biggest heartbreak. That's not it. LOL. We also got John Pollock in the house.
Johnny boy.
He says, I sick to my stomach after what I watched yesterday. I have Houston winning it all now that the Red Storm has been eliminated.
And we'll get to it, but obviously in reference to the St. John's loss.
Yes.
Calipari, fourth team is taking the Sweet 16.
Most by any other coach, right? Ever?
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine Patino, right?
Do you think 4?
Or actually, no. Patino is probably just Louisville and Kentucky, right? Or maybe he took Boston. Or Providence. He took Providence. I don't know if he took Boston. But I think it was Boston University, if I'm not mistaken.
Got hopped off the Wi-Fi again, dude. Having some problems, dude.
Yeah, I see chat disconnected on my screen.
That's all right, dude. It happens, man.
We also got Riley Souza in the house.
Wow.
He says, "Get ready for fantasy draft."
That's the only thing you have a chance of winning this year,
Tuesday
Riley.
night,
Not the Red
dude.
Sox.
No, Tuesday night.
But
dude.
now all of a sudden, Anthony Brander was just saying in the comments, "Oh, but I could do Monday now." But I think it's still going to be Tuesday. But I did just see that in the chat.
I mean, I would prefer Monday, to be honest, dude, because Tuesday we have Binge Buddies 8 p.m., which I can
No, but
also
that's
do.
usually a tradition, Tony. I feel like, right? Like,
yeah, dude. A tradition like no other.
We got Mary Materiello in the house.
Wow.
Hi, fellas. Hi, Mrs. Materiello.
Hi, Mom.
Michael Bukta says, "Hey, HBD Renee." Thanks, Michael Bukta. You're pure awesome. Oh, we should just keep this comment up a little longer, I feel like.
oh boy.
I mean, only one day I can like soak it all in. You know?
I
don't get compliments on any other day.
I don't blame you, Renee. I really don't.
Sure.
Michael Bukta says he's gonna call in and talk about the loss. Matthew Gabriel in the house. He says, "Let's go, boys." Hey, Richard. Tough for UConn, but can't complain really after the last 2 years. They'll be back in the next year.
Yeah.
In the next year. Josh B saying, "Matty G, Karma, got Bukta's boy Harley."
Yeah. Wow. Karma. Interesting that Josh would say that.
He likes going after Bucka.
Yeah,
he enjoys it. He enjoys it.
Yeah, he does. He does enjoy it, dude.
Josh B saying Lutter, or maybe saying louder. Like, let's get louder, or is Lutter?
Letter? I don't know.
Riley saying Providence. Barnes, the Yankees suck, and I always tell it.
No, you know what it is? I have experience, Riley.
This is not propaganda.
With Red Sox fans, they know what they do. They always, every little thing, trying to come at the Yankees because they can't get over the fact that for the first 100 years of their franchise, we continually beat their ass, and they won a couple World Series.
Beat their ass.
And now they think they have something over us, which, listen, it's about collectively. Sure, it's about what you're doing lately as well. But let me tell you, we are back. And I don't care about the injuries. I don't care about Alex Bregman, Tony, or Roman Anthony, okay? We are going to have the Red Sox number this year. I will personally guarantee it.
Riley says, "You told me we are going to win 75 games, 4-4-1 in World Series since 2000.
4-1 in the World Series in 2000.
But it's not about what happened then. It's about what are we doing right
now, dude, which is interesting that you have that take. But yes, I mean, we spoke about it last week. You know, I mean, it like that AL East is, I mean, it's anyone's division. You know, I mean, there's no outright team.
Anyone has an R.
As in the Yankees? I mean,
Yes.
It's not my division. It's not our division.
Mine,
it's yours.
right now.
Dude, 9.
Yes, dude, 9.
I mean, we'll see. Again, I mean, the Red Sox definitely improved their roster from last year for sure. But it is, I mean, there's just as many questions I feel like with them as there are, with the Yankees as well in terms of their injuries, and I mean.
But is there really? So, I mean, we're just saying the rotation, but you really think like Matt Blake isn't going to be able to work with the guys?
No, it's very possible.
Yeah.
But I do think that the Red Sox are in that scenario where, yes, Trevor Story could go off. Like,
you also could
obviously,
hit 200 and have another Tommy John.
That's what I mean. Like, he could also just be injured. Like Walker Buehler could also just be injured all year long, Like Rowan Anthony could also just be not as developed as you would anticipate, I mean, it is, in a very precarious situation, as many of those teams in the AL East are. And I guess, we'll see how it pans out. I mean, obviously, history recently, I would guess that the Red Sox are not winning that division, dude. So
No, absolutely not. I'm not allowing it.
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see, dude.
Any more comments for there, or is that
Yes.
Riley's crying in the corner?
Yeah, do we have a Riley cry? Tears for Riley.
It's
Tears for Riley.
Renee O'Shea, happy birthday. Thank you, Josh. B, your mom says, I hope they're buying you dinner. They did buy me dinner on Friday night. We had an amazing dinner at Lilac House. It was out of this freaking world.
Lilac House is the spot.
Yes.
Chinese food restaurant my mom would very much enjoy, I think. My father.
Yeah, it was
What's
really
the place
good.
in Staten Island?
We ordered from Empire East. That's
Yes.
the place we ordered
A
from.
parallel, Tony? Is there a parallel? I know you're always looking for parallels.
I mean, I guess you could say that. Honestly, Lilac House, I will say, what we had on Friday night was a little bit better than the last time I had Empire East.
Okay.
To be honest, dude. So
wow, that what happened? Just
but I mean,
trouble in paradise?
Well, I believe Empire East, I don't think had sushi back home, to be honest.
Okay.
So I think that's obviously like that. That was a big difference. We had the spicy tuna, right? We had spicy tuna, Renee, on Friday, and the avocado cucumber roll.
Yes,
Yeah.
tuna is really good.
The tuna was so good.
And the place is like so like low key. I'm not one to like to go out to restaurants, and this place was very much like you feel like it's your restaurant.
Yeah.
Because I've never eaten there, but I've gotten takeout there with me.
Yeah, I like eating there.
Yeah, it is a very classic like Chinese restaurant feel on the inside, dude. And everyone was very nice, very cordial, very quick, efficient. Bringing the food out. And boy, I mean, I still am honestly like in the mood for sushi. I could house like rolls right
dude,
now.
because remember I was telling you, what was it? We
Sushi
went
X?
on Thursday, I think it was Thursday.
Was it
No,
Thursday?
that was last Saturday.
Yeah, last Saturday
that's
with
what it was.
the boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Also, just want to.
How do you know better than me? You weren't even there.
Anyone who's tuning in virtually or is here live at the Horseshoe, if you want to tweet your hot takes from biggest upsets of the weekend, your favorite moment of the weekend from March Madness, tweet at TV Downtime, hashtag DTV at the Shoe. We got a live feed going up here on the stream, and we want to talk all March Madness things, happy and sad.
Yes, happy and sad.
What would you say, Renee, your favorite moment of March Madness so far?
My favorite moment was my father ignoring me because he was too interested in the St. John's basketball game.
Oh, wow. So he's a big
like,
Johnny's fan.
He went to St. John's. He's an alum.
Okay, that's awesome.
He actually went. Me, probably when I was like maybe 15 years old. Me, my dad, and my uncle Joe, who's also an alumni of St. John's, went to a basketball game. Like that's 11 years ago. And when they were at school, their team was legendary. And I actually invited my dad and Uncle Joe to go to a game when they're playing Sacred Heart in the beginning of the season. They weren't able to go, but my dad was saying that this team is like really freaking good.
It was the first time they won the Big East tournament since 2000.
Yeah. So
in a tournament game.
Do you think that he was like, do you think that they're going to be like, this is going to be the same team next year? Like, do you think that they're going to be like this?
It's going to be a lot of probably new players. And they've been using the NIL a lot. So a lot of transfers.
That's right.
That's the thing. Patino's focusing on the transfers rather than the incoming high school freshmen.
Yeah, he did say that. Like, why try to develop that talent with those guys where I can just pick out of a pool of players that are already developed.
No, it was funny, though. We were actually having this discussion at Tomato before. Somebody was saying, like, he literally said, no, I'm not recruiting any high school players. Yeah. And I, looked at the roster. There were 3 freshmen. But the names, which I would pull up if my internet was working, were just hilarious. Like, the guys definitely don't play. But somebody, they were trying to tell me, like, no. It's like, okay, there's going to be some freshmen. Who's calling?
Michael Buck is calling me.
Okay.
Which obviously he should be calling your phone.
Yeah, the call-in number, Michael, is posted on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, Michael, sorry, dude. You got to pay more attention. All right, you missed your opportunity. Just like, honestly, on Friday, when he said he would call in, didn't call in for 30 minutes, and then the show was over.
Yes.
So, come on, Michael.
We try to help you out when we can.
I saw the numbers right there, Michael. Pay attention. I know you're upset with the UConn loss, but let's pull it together.
What do you think is a bigger disappointment? And you can keep in mind
St.
where
John's.
they were. No, but where they were in the game. UConn losing or St. John's? Because UConn really controlled that game.
Yeah, I would say. In the St. John's game, I was surprised because of the deficit, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I still would say St. John's.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think, I'm not going to speak for most people, but I feel like if you would ask most people, they would probably say the same thing, where it's like, yeah, maybe they thought UConn would have went a little further, maybe upset Florida like we had. But I mean, I would say most people I've spoken to are like, yeah, St. John's is probably going to win it, or if anything, make the finals. So the fact that they're out now, I think
and lose
is a
to a
bigger
10
surprise.
seed.
Yeah, exactly.
And listen, I know Arkansas probably a little stronger 10 seed. Rough start to the year, 0-5 in SEC play, and then really rallied under Calipari.
Right. Again, Calipari, yeah. So they have the coaching there to kind of rally them at the right moment. So I mean, the seeding, whatever, but still, I mean, I think most people still anticipated St. John's winning. And again, what was it an 8-point deficit? How much? What was the? I forget the score right now, but like you said, it's like you watched the UConn game and they were in control. St. John's, I mean, it was in question from the get-go.
Right. Right.
Which is like, again, I mean, I guess you see a lot of the St. John's games they've had this year. They are, I guess you could say, maybe a second half team. Even round one, their first game against, I forget who.
Against Omaha.
Omaha,
Yes,
that's right, dude. I mean, they came out a little slow, where Omaha is like, it's like 12-5. Like, what's going to happen here? And then it's like St. John's figures it out, resorts back to their defense and then wins the game. And obviously, they just never had it in this one. They were never that second half team. And it is tough because Pitino was definitely tight, post-game interviews.
Yeah.
Not happy, rightfully so, because this, again, for many people, early exit for them.
Really early.
Yeah.
In my bracket, our bracket, we had them, winning the whole thing.
Do you have any brackets that are in play right now?
No. I mean, because
kind of tough.
The best one I had, I had St. John's winning, so that killed it. And then also, I think they only lost by, I actually want to look this up, but by the way, too, in progress right now, Colorado State looking to become the latest double-digit seed to advance to the Sweet 16. Obviously, we had Arkansas yesterday. They are the 12th seed here playing against Maryland, up 7, just inside 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Alabama leading St. Mary's 64-53. And that 3-pointer's off. Rebound Colorado State. Kentucky winning 84-75 against Illinois. Duke blowing out Baylor 89-66. And obviously, like we mentioned, Florida winning 77-75. And those have been our results so far today as Colorado extends that lead
to 9.
As we are inside a minute 20, Tony.
Oh,
God. Got Michael Bucka?
We got Michael Bucka on the line.
All right.
You're alive, Michael Bucka.
Give it to us straight, Michael.
Michael, yeah.
I got to say,
How's it
I
going?
am still pretty upset. I'm so upset.
I mean, so am I, Michael, honestly.
It's upsetting, man. I mean, we ran that tournament, man, for the past 2 years, and now we lost.
Yeah. No, it's.
But I mean, don't you have a bright future still to look forward to, Michael? I mean aren't you excited for that?
Wait about what? Hang on.
About your bright future?
No, just about like the team, the team next year, like the incoming recruits.
I am,
Who
yeah.
knows what they'll do with the transfer portal?
Yeah.
I mean, you have confidence in to develop these players, come back next year.
Yeah.
Better.
I gotta say, man, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I am. Yeah.
What do you think was the biggest reason why they didn't pull it off today?
Well, part of me wants to say that missed foul call on Alex Carabin when he was like going inside to try to lay it up and in, and he didn't get fouled. That was a part of it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But also that turnover, man. The late second half when a soul just kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Absolutely.
That kind of was costly. And if you make a mistake like that against a team like Florida, bad things just happen.
Yeah, no, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and that you know what I thought was the turning point, and I forget. I don't know if it was Carabin who almost had the rebound, but when Florida missed that free throw late in the game, and they tipped it out. Was that Carabin?
I think it was Liam.
Okay, it was McNeely. Okay, got you.
Maybe Liam, I don't know.
And just thinking too, about going forward. Do you think is it going to be people leaving the team here? Is it going to be what? McNeely, Carabin, and Johnson.
I think
and
Liam stays on. No, I think it's going to be Carabin, Johnson, and Hassan that leaves. That leaves. I think.
So you because I thought I saw McNeely's projected like top 10 pick. No.
Well, the thing is, he kind of didn't go for it, so I think he's got to stay at least another year, man. At least.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm sure he'll, do a, kind of a check with the draft, advisory board before he officially decides on entering or going back to school. But obviously, that would be a big ad for UConn to be able to keep him. But I do think, this recruiting class is good. Isn't it number 2 nationally, if I'm not mistaken?
No, I think it's 2 or 3. Yeah, I think so.
So, that's something to look forward to.
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
or no?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man.
No.
So, for right now for you, Michael, what's the focus sports-wise?
Lakers, I think, man.
Lakers.
I guess that makes sense.
But what happened last night?
That was terrible. Okay, we don't talk about that.
Real talk.
Oh, what possibly could have happened with losing to a 10-game under 500 team when you have Luka LeBron healthy? Come on now.
Yeah, it just seems like they just gave up. They just gave up. I just don't get it, to be honest. Right, Tony?
What the fuck are we doing, right?
Tony, was appalled when he saw the box score this morning.
When you think of like a 31-point deficit, that's pretty significant,
Yeah. But hey, I do think Lakers are just going to be fine because this is a one-time loss, and losses like this just happen.
No, you are right, but
it happens, man.
It just
but no,
they feel like they shouldn't given that magnitude. That's the whole thing.
No.
LeBron in a quiet game, 17 points. Looks like he was 7 of 16 from the field.
Wait, who?
LeBron.
Who?
Yeah. LeBron. Luka carrying most of the weight with 34 points. Austin Reeves with 25. Which is, again, you would anticipate, you have a couple good performances from like Doncic, from Reeves, and you would think like a support or an ancillary performance from James could kind of
ancillary, very very good vocabulary there.
Well, thank you, dude. Could kind of
Staten Island school.
Private school education. It's fine, whatever. But still, you're giving up 146 points. How often do we see teams scoring that much? I feel like not really that often. So it's like,
not really. No.
What the hell are the Lakers doing?
I don't know, but
especially at home, which was their 9th loss at home this year, dude.
Was it actually?
Yeah, 28-9.
Hey, Barnes.
Yes.
I just have a question for you. So,
what do we got?
I heard you say something about me waking you up during the UConn win on Saturday.
Yes.
How? Like, how exactly?
No, you know what it was? Sam was over. I watched the first half, and I was exhausted, honestly. I wanted to watch the whole game. I just didn't have it in me.
This was Friday night.
Friday night, yes.
What time was the call?
12 o'clock, right, Michael?
So at midnight.
About midnight?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I will say, though, like Friday night, midnight, I would.
But I also don't. I mean, it makes me sound like I'm 50 years old, but
It
I
does.
just don't have it in me. Like
Yeah.
I can't stay up
man.
late. Like I can stay up till midnight, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like I know people like, oh, they're staying up till 3, 4 in the morning. I can't do that anymore.
No, I mean, it does
Oh,
take
I
a lot
can.
out of you, dude. Yeah, we know Michael Buckta can.
As far as I'm a late bird.
Yeah,
As far as I'm a late bird.
he's a night owl.
Yeah, no, believe me, I was always
I'm a
known
night owl, baby.
as a night owl. But the thing
Not
is, Michael,
anymore.
enjoy your youth while you have it. Let me just tell you, okay? You too, Tony
Wait, before
and Renee.
question. Wait, Cards.
Thank you.
Cards, I have a question.
Renee finished the shot, by
Yes,
the way.
yes.
I did
Oh,
finish the
so
shot.
when did you stop going on rides?
I mean, I can't even remember the last ride I went on. But I would say, Michael, I know since I've been with Sam,
Like compounds?
so it's been like 10 years.
Boulder Dash.
I've been
that's
on
a
Boulder
long
Dash,
time.
but it's just like, you know what it is? I just like, it's like, I guess I don't know. I guess it's just not a comfortable feeling for me. Roller coaster. I don't know how I ever did it, to be honest. Like top of the roller coaster looking
Yeah.
down. I know
Oh.
the thrill, Michael, right? The thrill.
Oh, the thrill of going upside down. The loop-de-loop. Okay, talk upside down.
But
Best fucking feeling ever.
you know, I just, you
Go.
know, I don't know.
I mean, it is. I don't know. I enjoy it. You know, I mean, you can check out our vlogs, by the way. Six Flags, Lake Compounds on Downtown.
What's the other one? In New
Um,
York or somewhere you went?
Oh, Playland. We went to
Playland with Walter's hot
Walter's
dogs.
hot dogs.
Yes.
You enjoyed that?
Legoland?
Oh man, no Playland, Michael.
Wait,
No,
Wait,
Playland.
Wait, Disneyland?
Tony.
Disneyland?
Tony,
Wait, Tony, listen, Tony.
Tony, hey,
Yes,
let's,
Michael. I'm
Tony,
listening.
so there are a million different Legolands. One in Texas, I think. One in Florida, one in New York, and lastly, one in California.
That's right. And I've been to the one in Florida. I've been to the one.
One had one in California. Badly done.
Have you been to the one in California?
No,
Oh,
I
no.
definitely want to go.
The one in Florida was really cool. I remember the Lego dragon.
Yeah, I agree.
The one
in
in
the water.
Florida.
Florida, dude. It was a good time for me. I remember being pretty hyped up. But Playland is better, I think, dude. And you couple that with Walter's hot dogs.
Yes.
Right,
I
baby.
mean, talk about having like a dozen dogs, like real quick. Oh my goodness, dude. And they have other things too. They have chicken fingers, the milkshakes, dude. So
The chips.
the chips, Brian, the chips, dude.
Hey, Tony. I don't mean to sound mean, but there are more than 2 Disney parks. There's one in Tokyo, Hong Kong, China, and Paris.
In Paris. Wow, I actually didn't know that there's that many.
Everywhere, man.
Wow.
Worldwide.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
Worldwide,
some of the international parks, I'm sure, are really nice. But I've still only been to Disney World in Florida.
And I know this is a tough question to ask you, Michael, so I apologize. But if you had
No, go ahead.
who's winning the tournament now?
Oh.
Yep,
Okay.
I know.
Okay, so since UConn is out, hang on. I got it. I kind of wasn't impressed with how the Gators played. I was not impressed. So
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
naturally.
I mean that's a good pick.
Yeah.
I mean one of the 4 number 1 seats.
Yeah.
if I had to choose, like if I had a crystal ball in front of me, I think it's Duke. I just do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I mean-
I tend to agree. I mean,
Yeah, no, I would think so.
Man,
We had them in the final, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still pulling for Duke. I think right now. And they beat Baylor, right?
yes, they blew out Baylor today.
I think they scored potentially. I think it was 89 points. I think,
89.
I think
Wow.
it was 89-66. So, yeah, I would still think Duke. So, but we'll see. I mean, obviously. Our bracket, much like many others, are at an absolute shambles. So
Yes.
it could be anyone at this point, dude. Could be Iowa, dude.
You really think it could be Iowa?
Iowa State, you mean?
Yeah, they're
Tony.
playing tonight against. Oh fuck, who are they playing? Iowa against. Oh, the Rebels. Ole Miss.
The running Rebels.
The
Ole Miss,
regular
yeah, yep.
Rebels.
Wait, but Iowa.
Tony.
Oh, Iowa State. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
Iowa
of
State.
Iowa.
No,
Fran
Iowa.
McCaffrey fired.
Yeah, no. Iowa State. Dude.
Iowa State. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
Tony,
What do you got?
just one important question. for you.
One question for me, dude.
So do you think those people like at the Disney like international parks like know how to speak English and that stuff? Do you think they speak English?
Do I think they speak English at the international parks?
Like in Tokyo, Paris, Hong Kong,
Hong Kong,
that's
Tony.
I mean, again, Michael, I've never been to one, but I would say yes, especially since those parks are such an extreme,
Americans are coming,
extreme tourist attraction. They probably do speak English, I would think. So, I mean, if you ever want to hop on a plane to Hong Kong and we'll go to Disney,
No, I'm not going that far.
No, I'm not going that far.
Not going that far.
All right,
but however, I do have interest one day of going. That I wanted Paris though.
little Paris,
I
huh?
got some interest though.
Parlez-vous français?
Yeah, that's just cool though. I can't lie.
Oh, ça plat pour moi, Michael.
But I gotta hit the one in Anaheim first. I gotta.
No, yeah,
gotta hit the one.
I totally agree. I would go to the one in Anaheim.
Oh, I have
the
to.
one in Paris
so
sounds good too. So,
and I'm just have Barnes in my thoughts. Right, Tony?
Yes, absolutely right, Michael.
So I mean, I guess before we let you go, Michael, just one question for you here. With what we have remaining, we mentioned the Iowa State Mississippi game.
Okay.
New Mexico, Michigan State. What's your predictions there? Oh, and Oregon, Arizona. How could I forget?
Oregon, Arizona. The Ducks. Are they flying?
Oregon, Arizona. Wait, no, it's Oregon, Arizona. Wait. Hang on. Wait. What things are you asking me? Hang on.
The winners, Michael. The winners. Give me some winners.
Wait.
Tony's thinking about the DraftKings account, the monthly allotment.
Michigan State.
Michigan State. Okay.
Then I got Oregon beating Arizona because Michigan did much.
Who's calling you?
Riley Souza is calling me.
Riley, dude. Riley.
Just like Michael, he's got to follow instructions.
I mean, again, you try.
Riley.
I'm going to text him.
Got to do it.
My time with you guys.
Okay, so Michigan State, and then what was the Iowa State Ole Miss, Michael?
I thought Iowa State win that game, and I've got Oregon.
Oregon, okay. Gotcha. All right, so as always, Michael, we appreciate you calling in, and we'll definitely talk soon. All right, man.
Hey, man. That sounds good, man.
Yes, it does sound good.
And we hope you have a great rest of your night. All right.
All right, man. I will. Bye.
All right, the
Good
one,
night,
the
dude.
only Michael Butka.
And I think we did have some Twitter comments actually. We have to get to,
if we wanna get to those.
And I guess we do have one from Michael Theophil, which is the same question. I think that you gave Michael Buckta, and he asks who's going to win it all for the men's and the women's tournaments is what he wants to know.
I mean, I haven't been following the women's, but I mean, by default, you know what I'm going to say.
You can
gotta go. With
they won by like 50 points.
For
something like that.
Yeah,
dude.
Crazy, Tony.
What about the men's? Like honestly, what do you
No,
think
Duke. Duke, absolutely Duke. Florida was impressive.
Florida was impressive. But let's say, how about this? Who do you think could be like the biggest underdog, Victor?
It's tough to really go that low. But I'm just trying to look on here.
Like, do you think a Colorado State?
No.
A New Mexico? No.
I guess Michigan State. I mean, that's not even really. There are two. I just don't see the lower seats like Texas Tech or Arkansas. I don't think they have a chance.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. Yeah, I guess. Again, I mean, I think we had Colorado State beating Maryland. I think we did. Right? I feel like or at least advancing to.
Yes, we did because they were supposed to play UConn, but they're going to play Florida if they're able to hold on here.
So I don't know. I mean, Colorado State right now up by 7.5. I think it's definitely surprising Maryland right now, playing some good ball. So I would say if I really had to dig deep, I would say Colorado State.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting, and that's actually. We got.
Yeah, I think Riley
on the line.
Riley on the line.
Hello.
What's going on?
What's up, Riley?
How are we?
How are we? Is that you just asked? We're doing good, dude. You're on the Sportsport. What do you want to talk about, dude? Like,
Well, college basketball mostly.
Oh,
All
good.
right, all right,
Good.
so-
Because we
Yeah,
didn't have any
yeah.
time for any of the Red Sox.
Oh.
Well, no. So see, like, I wasn't even gonna talk about that, and Barnes has to bring it up.
Now you know how I feel as a Met fan on the show. It's
Hey, I haven't said
no,
anything
no,
about
no,
the
no,
Mets in a long time,
but
other
you-
than the Soto. Actually, no, I want to ask Riley this. So Tony was telling me this is a terrible idea, but I was saying when Soto plays his first game against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, that just the first pitch, they should go up and in, not hit him or anything, but just brush him off the plate. And Tony's like freaking out, saying that's a terrible idea. Like, isn't that like the best thing that they can do?
Not gonna happen.
No, I think you go up and in twice.
Yes. Establish that. Like, this is our house. You left us.
Yeah.
We don't care. We're not.
Especially at Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
Like, that would set the message. I completely agree with you, Barnes.
Yeah, that would be absolutely electric. But again, Tony, you just think there's gonna be a brawl and like they can't handle it? I mean, that's the main.
Well, I think Tony's a little worried about just. I don't think the Mets are too great.
I mean, it's a tough division. Pitching's questionable, but I mean,
way
right
tougher.
now,
Very tough division.
I mean,
The lineup is front heavy.
front heavy though. Yeah,
very front
top half
heavy.
is great though. I mean, it's pretty good.
We're going to be definitely.
It's good. It's good.
Especially with Alvarez out for a little bit, you'll be relying on Torrens to pick up some slack. Obviously, Marte to hopefully have an impact in terms of his power of the bat. So, I mean, yes, there are a lot of question marks for the Mets, just as well as there are for many teams. And I mean, Clay Holmes looks great in spring training.
Will it translate?
Will it translate to the regular season?
Well,
we will
I mean,
see.
I don't want to be rude here, but Clay Holmes as the opening day starter just doesn't make you feel the right way. It should.
Have you seen him throw any pitches in spring training, Riley?
I have. I've watched maybe all of them.
No, you haven't.
Wow.
Dude. That's ridiculous.
I have a Twitter deal.
Excuse me. Sorry. But I will say, I mean, he has had a very surprisingly good spring training, which is why he's getting the opening day nod. So, I don't know. I have my confidence in him opening day. Again, down the stretch of the season, I don't know. We'll see. But, I mean, look at Luis Severino, a pitcher who many people doubted coming over from the Yankees to the Mets. And I think he definitely rose to the occasion. So, it's been done before, and I think Holmes and Brian will tell you, he likes Holmes' stuff.
He does have great stuff, Riley, but
So,
it just
I think there's
He
opportunity.
has
unfortunately,
fantastic stuff.
it's unfortunate though. It just seems at the worst time he's imploded. So you just as a Mets fan, you have to hope that mental part of it he's
Right.
past, because I think he was dealing with that last couple of years.
And again, I mean, I feel like Severino
does
was
he
in
have
a
that-
similar boat. Does he have
But does he have good enough stuff over 6 innings like Alec Holmes?
I think he does, to be honest. And he's working on that change up that he has a new pitch.
But what
this
makes you
season.
think he can do that over 6 innings?
I'm telling you right now, like he has a new pitch in his arsenal, okay, and it's boded very well for him, specifically in spring training right now, first time debuting that changeup that he's been working on. So I think that could translate good to some, again, a solid start, 6 innings in the regular season. And yes, I mean, it hasn't been done before necessarily, and we know the struggles that he had on the Yankees, but I mean, I'm hopeful that he and Hefner over there for the Mets have been working on a lot of things. So obviously,
Well, the
we'll
biggest
see. What's the
the
thing?
biggest thing for you is that division's brutal, though.
Yeah, I mean, the Braves obviously are going to be a team to beat for sure at a division. A lot of people have a lot of stock in the Phillies as well. It seems like that they are a team that's just been, an inch away from winning a World Series. So I mean, there's definitely bigger teams to try and get through here.
I feel like that's the good thing about the AL East. It's like Baltimore made no additions. They don't look great. I mean, the Yankees are going to be a bad team.
Tampa's
Toronto's
going to be ass.
Yankees are going to be a bad team.
Yeah, that's what
Come
he
on.
said.
And it's just,
Come on.
Mark, I don't know how you don't see this. Like, the team is not good.
I just
Wow,
think
dude.
I understand the
This is
pitching.
wild.
The pitching, okay, looks like it's going to be a problem, but just like Tony was saying with Hefner, and that's not Hugh. What's his name? Jeremy?
Jeremy Hefner.
The former Mets pitcher, right?
Mhm. Yes, correct.
That Matt Blake has shown that he has a track record to work his magic, and I don't think it's going to be any different this year. Will Warren is a guy to watch out for. I think he's going to pitch well, and honestly, too, Stroman, of course,
What
he
if
looked
Judge
terrible.
gets injured?
he's not going to get injured. If you look at all of his injuries,
What if he does?
But what if Bregman and Devers?
Yeah, what if everyone in your roster?
Exactly.
I mean, you know.
But I'm also
now
saying,
you're just talking about everyone.
no,
now
but
you're just
what I'm
talking. Now
saying
you're
is,
taking the whole team.
look at the track record with Judge. These injuries, have they been freak injuries or have they been that he's injury prone? They've been freak injuries every single time. Getting hit by a pitch and stubbing his toe on a concrete wall. I mean,
but that's how
these
it
aren't
is.
normal things though, but those things happen once in a lifetime, right?
Yeah,
They're not
I
going to
know.
continue to
I mean,
happen.
Hey, do I think this is a bad team? Do I think it's a bad team? No.
You
I
said
think
it
they're
was.
the
Like,
lineup.
you did just say that,
You literally
though.
just said this is a bad team, though, like a second ago, Riley.
It is a bad. Can you let me finish?
Well, I mean, but you just said it's not, then you said it is.
Go
So
ahead,
which
go ahead.
one is it?
Go ahead.
No. Okay. Garrett Cole hurt. Okay. You need Freed to step up to be an ace in his first season. You really do. All right. The bullpen's good. But if you look at the bottom half of that lineup, it's not great. You need Judge to play 155.
But the
He has
thing
to play
is, though,
155
Wow.
for the AL.
I've been watching, a lot of spring training, and let me tell you, the young players on the Yankees are going to play a big role. And I know he's not bad at the bottom of the lineup. He's actually going to be the leadoff hitter. Austin Wells has a big chance to have a huge breakout year. And then also Jason Dominguez, too, is your Roman Anthony. Okay, so it's just as you are as excited for him, that's what he is for us. He can easily go 20-20 with 75 RBIs this year. He's going to be a huge part of the lineup.
I don't disagree with you, but that's a lot on a young player that hasn't done it.
But it's like, I mean, sometimes young players have to produce and do well.
Yeah, no,
You know?
I mean, absolutely right. But I mean, listen, I feel like not for nothing, like the Judge injuries. I mean, I wouldn't say the guy is injury prone where he's just like missing random time.
Right. I mean,
for-
getting hit on the wrist. Any player, if they got hit there, the wrist is
I mean,
broken.
especially when you have someone like Stanton on you, like that. That's the guy. That's
Yes,
injury prone.
yes,
Like, it's
yes,
not-
exactly.
it's not-
Well, I think that's a big one. I mean, the two tennis doubles.
No, yeah, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's.
But I
really
just
tough.
look at our lineup and it's like, I'm confident in Wells. I'm confident in Judge. I'm confident in Bellinger. I'm confident in Goldschmidt. I'm confident in Jazz. I'm confident in Dominguez. And then, you expect Volpe to take the next step forward. I mean, for me, that seems like that's a lot of offense. And I'm excited about that. We have a lot of speed. That's an element that we haven't had in a long time. So I think we have a great power and speed combination.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jazz is going to be really good.
Yeah. No, I think he's one of the more underrated players in the game. And it's just like, obviously he has some work to do on the plate discipline side of things. But I mean, potential wise, he's a guy who could go 40-40. If he really was disciplined, he has power.
Yeah, no, I mean, the discipline was a big question when he was, first went to the Yankees. I mean, obviously I've seen a lot of games out of him watching the Mets play Miami. And he was someone who I feel like did lack that discipline, was a little injury prone, at least with Miami. But so, I mean, we'll see. He's got to put it together. Like you said, I think it's more of a mentality issue with him. We're here with Riley Suzu, by the way, on the Sportsport here at the Horseshoe. Riley Suzu called in about March Madness, still waxing poetic about the Red Sox. What do you got here, Riley?
All right, hey, last thing about the Sox. I'll give you some March Madness.
He said, hey.
I think the Yankees are a decent team. I do think it hurts now that there's another contender in the East. Like, it doesn't help them that now the Red Sox are good. Like, that does hurt them a little bit. I think the Orioles must be bad. They did nothing with that team. I don't know why they didn't do anything with that team.
I mean, I don't know why they didn't want to go out and get other players. I mean, maybe they're just sitting there thinking Jackson Holiday will have a crazy year, but I mean,
yeah, but their pitching stinks.
Yeah, their pitching is stink.
Grayson Rodriguez, he's been nothing.
Oh, nothing, dude.
He's injured too.
He's injured right now.
Yeah, he's injured, and they went out and spent no money.
Yeah.
And remember that they transferred ownership to spend money. The guy was like, "I'm going to spend money."
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
They did nothing. It was very confusing. Last thing I was like, let's go to NCAA now. Mm-hmm. Can I give you some locks for tonight?
Let's hear it.
What do you got? What do you got? Some locks. Riley locks, dude.
All right. Lock. Arizona -3.5 is the biggest lock you'll find.
Okay.
Tonight.
Okay. Interesting.
Arizona over Oregon. Okay.
Wow.
Yep. And I like Ole Miss money line. Ole Miss money line.
The Rebels.
Hammer it and forget about it. All right.
Tony was thinking Iowa State.
I was thinking Iowa State, to be honest.
Also, if you're a betting man and you're a degenerate, Put money on Maryland right now. They're down by 8 to Colorado State.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Colorado State's our team, Riley.
Yeah, I was just saying, dude. Colorado State. Like, if there's ever a dark
Colorado
horse
State's
team,
a great team, but Maryland is a legitimate national championship contender. They can punch them out right now. But don't be surprised on like a 9-0 run with 9 minutes left in the game. Just cut it back to 2 or tie the game.
wow. All right. So, I mean, honestly, 17 minutes left to go in the second half right now. We'll check back in 10 and see if they make that 9-0 run.
What run?
Yes, sir.
Come on. The nine, dude. And then what else you got, dude? I guess that's really it. I mean,
I don't know.
there more
That's
games
kinda
left, dude, I guess, right? Yeah.
Who's winning the tournament?
Yeah, who do you got winning the tournament, dude, at this point?
Florida.
Florida.
I
Wow.
think I go Florida because every time a 1 seed plays a 16 seed, they kill them, right?
Yeah.
And then the next game is such a punch in the mouth. It's like, oh, the 8 and 9 teams are pretty good. And for Florida to get through a 2-time defending national championship team in that game, that's been punched in the mouth in the first half. Like, they're battle tested.
Mm-hmm.
They can beat anyone now after winning that game. I thought they didn't look great today, and they still found a way to win. They're the best team this tournament. They're gonna win.
Speaking of battle tested, how's your bracket doing?
Bracket's pretty good. We're in a big money pool. I think I'm like 10th.
Okay.
All my Final Four teams are still alive, and all my Elite Eight teams are still alive. That's the biggest thing.
Oh, that's great, dude. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, good for you, dude. Yeah, we had Duke and
St. John's
St. John's.
in the championship game.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
I
St.
was
John's
on the
won.
St. John's bus. I love St. John's.
Yeah.
I love Patino. I thought it was very indicative of their season. Though. They just can't shoot threes. You got to be able to shoot threes in new basketball. Like, you have to.
Yeah.
When they went down by 9, like, they had no one to be able to get them. Like, they hit 1 3 yesterday. One
Yeah,
or
you can't
2,
be
maybe.
doing that. Can't be doing that.
Like, that you can't. You need 3.
And that was a problem all year.
Yeah.
All year. And
Yeah.
they got lucky because their defense was great and the Big East wasn't great this year. And I'm not saying they're a bad team. It's just when you go against these really good teams that shoot the ball, and Arkansas doesn't even shoot the ball that well. So it was, but I love them. I took them to a national championship in my other bracket. Teammates too. Like, I love St. John's. Love the team. That one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I guess
they
hopefully
did have a
next year,
great
maybe.
season, and we'll see if they could do it again next year.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess, dude.
Yeah. Got it. Well, thank you, fellas.
Yeah,
Dude,
thanks.
anytime,
Yeah.
Ryan, get some rest. We got a big day tomorrow, dude, okay?
Big day tomorrow.
Yeah, I need you to be focused, all right?
I will be. I'm always focused.
Yeah.
And, we'll be talking a lot of baseball this season.
That's for sure, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see how many starts Walker Bueller has this year.
Yeah, 200 innings.
if you can throw more than 9 before getting injured.
Yeah, we'll see, dude. Always appreciate the call in, dude.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
All
Peace.
right.
Have a good night.
Talk to you soon. Riley Souza, Tony.
That's right, dude. Formerly known in the DTV pipeline as one of our interns, dude.
Yes.
And I don't know if we have any more.
And I believe, Renee, I don't know if it was on Facebook or something, but I believe my mother had left a comment.
She did. She said, watching from Tampa, Florida. Hi, Brian. Flying home tomorrow. Have a fun show, everyone. Woohoo.
Thank
And
you,
she
Mom.
also said, enjoy the last preseason Yankee game today. End it in a tie.
Wow.
Yeah. They're having a great time down there. I know it was yesterday, like on the boat ride around Tampa.
Oh,
They
nice,
were in
dude.
the area.
Wow.
And they said, they loved the stadium.
Yeah.
Like it was.
How was their flight down? I know, because was it Thursday?
windy,
or
but
Friday
I guess
was really windy?
I didn't hear anything, so
Yeah.
I guess it went well.
Okay, great. Yeah, good.
Which quick trip, but they'll be back tomorrow. But Tampa, definitely can't wait to go back to a great area. And definitely would want to explore more next time.
Very nice. Yes, and golf more maybe.
Yes, and better courses. I messed up with that. Really, you got to rent a car. Like they Ubered, but golf course, especially, it's weird. There, the there's not a lot right there golf wise.
Okay. So you know,
there's like a
outside.
couple. Yes, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So somebody I know from high school even mentioned me. Oh, they saw like the courses I put on my Instagram story. And they're like, oh, I wish I knew. Like I could have given you some better recommendations. But he was saying like 30, 40 minutes away. You know, so
it's worth it, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, we were just talking the golf today, Tony.
Right, dude.
You know, so.
Gotta get out
We
there,
also, real quick, have Angelo Benedetto in the house.
Hey.
Yo,
Hey.
what's up? Hey, Angelo. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, good to have you with us. And what I was gonna do before we got those calls, just kind of recapping, you know, what's happened so far. Going back to yesterday, you know, we saw Auburn 82-70 over Creighton. So the number 1 seed there, moving on to the Sweet 16. No surprise there. The Gonzaga-Houston game was close late.
It was.
But Houston, known as like, you know, one of the better defensive three-point shooting
Yeah.
teams, only 4 losses this season out of the Big 12. So they hang on there, 81-76.
Tough for Gonzaga.
Would you say the 75-66 Arkansas win over St. John's game of the day for you yesterday, Tony? Or
I would say so. I mean, at the very least, you know, surprise of the day. You know, that what is that? A dare I say, a 9-point victory.
Yes,
for the Razorbacks. It was surprising. And I guess you could say it was the game of the day there, but. You know, was it Aaron Scott or was it Lewis Jr. that they were questioned about?
Lewis,
yeah,
not playing at the end of the game, the free throws,
and I mean, yeah, not for nothing. He was, you know, not only the free throws, he was 0 for 3 from 3, 3 for 17 from the field, only scoring 9 points. You know, I think that, you know, Pitino, as well as I'm sure the rest of his teammates, expected more out of him, especially from 30 minutes of play. I mean, you're basically playing most of the game,
right?
You know, like the whole game almost. So, you know, obviously really tough for Pitino. He was torn up after the game for sure. I mean, I think he definitely expected more out of him. But I mean, hey, I mean, Riley said it on the phone. A lot of people were talking about the Red Storm going into this tournament, you know, not really hitting the 3 ball. 2 for 22. 2 for 22.
No, I know. And we thought, oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
Richard, they can get through it. But clearly it was evident, Tony, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, which is a shame, dude. And I mean, it's crazy because you look at Arkansas and they didn't really shoot much better from 3. But obviously it was some of the littler things they were doing that, you know, again, led them to that victory, 75-66. So I would definitely say one of the more, you know, the bigger upsets here. I mean, not to mention, I mean, talk about there's just seeding in general, you know, a 10 beating a 2. I mean, that is a significant upset right there. By the way, as we do have Maryland cutting down the deficit to 2 points now.
Wow. Okay. So Colorado State, you know, looking to be that darling. A lot of time left on the clock here.
There are, you know, 14 and a half minutes right now, as we will have Colorado shooting a free throw here. I think it's just the one and done, I believe. I think
one and done, or it was an and one?
I think it was. No, I think it's an and one. Sorry, I could be wrong though if I missed it. Don't love this shot right here as he misses.
It was 2 free throws. Oh, by the way, I know I'm a little late on this. Trivia, Tony.
Oh, so, yeah,
dog. First trivia question here: what is the lowest seed in school to win the NCAA tournament? So what is the lowest seed in school to win the NCAA tournament? It's more like a Josh B question, not a Tony question.
Bag.
But, I mean, it's March Madness. You know, we have to be.
Yeah, of course.
So anybody want to answer that? Anybody here? Free drink, right? Free drink?
I mean, free drink? Anyone here?
Thorn,
dude? Thorn's not here, dude. Was UConn an 8 seed when they won? They were an 8 seed.
I don't.
Was UConn ever an 8 seed? And they made. I want to say. I mean, not to say that 8 seed, I guess, is the lowest, but I'm just trying to think in my lifetime, like who. And it's not really my lifetime, really more of just me being
7 seed, by the way.
They were a 7 seed.
Yeah.
Oh, that is tough, dude. I mean, it's probably not them, but I guess I'll say them, but it's probably not them because, you know. What do I really know?
Ernie with a year.
Dude. The year. What's up, Ernie?
And also,
dude?
I see Angelo has some comments here.
He does say that Yankees are my favorite team.
So that's what it's all about.
That's all right, dude, I guess. You kind of do a couple, you know, fell a few pegs in my book. He also says that he's frustrated that UConn lost, dude. Yeah, I mean, I would be too. It is definitely frustrating, and I would imagine, especially for someone who, born and raised in Connecticut. I mean, you are rooting for UConn, and it is a big deal. So it's tough, and not to mention not only rooting but expecting the wins.
Yeah.
Carlo misses that three. I don't know why they're up by one. Like, why are you forcing a three? I don't know why. Maryland back the other way here. A long 2-1, dude.
Wow.
So
Maryland back in the lead here by 1.
And Rice here has an opportunity to extend that lead to 2, dude. So the sky is perhaps falling for Colorado State, who once led here. Riley Souza probably in his bed right now, snuggling up against his body pillow, riled.
Danny V says, "What's up, boys?"
Burn it.
And we got Angelo saying, "I know. I was expecting for them to win." And Michael Buckta says,
Number 8.
Number 8, Villanova, 1985.
Ding. Michael Buckta getting the first trivia question.
Wow,
Are you surprised, Tony? I mean, I feel like he is a wealth of knowledge.
He looked it up.
You think he did?
No. He is definitely a well of knowledge here, and especially for something like basketball, specifically college. He knows his stuff. So,
Bless you. Basically, you're saying not a
Thank
surprise.
No. Of course, I'm impressed. Michael Buckta.
No, surprise though.
Not surprise. Not surprise. No. I mean, hey, if he was here right now, he'd be getting a drink, dude.
But instead, he's asking for a fast pass in a
park hopper ticket to Disneyland. You're not getting that, Michael. That's so crazy, dude. Danny V also says Barnes only a few more days till opening day. He says go Yankees. Actually, no. I don't think he just said go Mets. Actually, he
no. He says go Yankees.
Go Mets.
Opening day.
Yep. The 1Z for the daughter.
Can't wait to be in the building for that one. That is going to be outstanding.
Legendary, dude.
Yes.
DW,
fellas? What is Michael Buckta saying?
I don't know what Michael Buckta's saying. He's on his high horse for getting it correct. He wants to go to Disneyland. I don't know, dude.
It can't.
Don't worry.
Oh, don't worry. There you go, Renee. But it can't always
hip with the young folks.
She's younger.
It can't always be Disney, Michael, though. That's the thing.
If you have to abbreviate, don't worry, by the way, like, maybe you should be worrying.
He's going to get the ticket on his own. So, I mean, at least, you know what, Tony? At least we don't have to worry at the end of the day, right?
I'm glad we don't have to DW, dude.
This is a very entertaining
DW, like from
game
like
here as Colorado State ties it up. Where was that, Renee?
DW from that cartoon show.
I think are you thinking of CW?
No, it's DW. No, it's DW. Oh, I think you said C. What's the show? Caillou. It's Caillou.
It's Caillou.
I don't know about Caillou.
You don't know what Caillou is?
No, I don't think
we have it in the studio.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not really for me.
Sorry, not a big Caillou guy, you're saying.
Can't say that I am, dude. Colorado State, wow, backdoor action
taking
right
the
there,
lead,
wide
54-52.
There we go, dude.
Born. And then Michael Buck is saying Caillou's overrated?
No, he is saying Caillou's overrated.
You're right, it's Arthur. Caillou is the name. Wait. Who's Caillou,
Iowa State,
though?
by the way, up 15-13.
Caillou's overrated.
49.
Michael says that Caillou whines all the time. No, Caillou isn't animation. Looking it up right now. Looks like Arthur, but bootleg, to be honest. And Michael Buckta hates it, so.
Are you surprised about that?
I guess not. I mean, Michael Buckta is a very opinionated man, and he knows what he likes and what he dislikes. So I mean, not entirely surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get ready, the Huskies open practice.
Should we do another tequila shot, Brian?
See, now we're getting a little too crazy.
Caillou, it's Caillou, basically.
Close game though.
How many tequila shots do you think you could do? One night?
We did those here, didn't we?
Yeah, with that guy paying us to do it.
I thought it was Fireball.
Yes, it was because I requested Fireball. Yep. That's what it was.
Like, how many do you think I could do over the course of one night, or like back to back to back to back?
Back to back to back.
In college, I did 3 triples, and let me just tell you, it
What does that
did
mean?
not end
Wow.
well. 3 triple
triples.
shots in a row.
And
So you did 3, and then you did 3 right after.
do the math.
then-
3 times 3
And
is
then 3 again?
9.
9 shots in under 9 minutes.
Did you end up on the floor?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude, that is wild, dude. Could you do 9 right now?
No. 1 was a struggle, honestly.
Really?
Just the shots. It's just not me. Yeah.
That's okay, dude. I mean, it's not for everybody. That's fine.
It's a lifestyle,
I
Brian.
feel like I can probably get in 9 on my own. I would say,
Yeah.
but that's got to be like, oh. My
Are you
God,
floored though?
probably?
Yeah.
I'm probably. You are blacking out at that time.
Oh, yeah.
At some point. That
Ernie, fantasy teams are stacked.
well, good for you, dude.
So yeah, we were talking in Discord before, and he was doing his draft, so he's routed. I think he actually had 2 drafts. I'm in the midst of mine now. Okay with how it's gone so far.
Mm-hmm.
Still have some room to run. And Angelo Benedetto saying that's crazy, Tony.
That is crazy, dude. And I believe we do actually have a little Twitter comment, courtesy again of Michael C. Theofil, using the hashtag DTV at the shoe. How is your draft going at Brian Barnaby and Josh B? also?
Yeah. So I mean, pretty.
We're gonna get to it. Be careful. All right. At Brian Barnaby could stay up all night for the Yankees.
All right, so I'm going to read it off. I'm not I don't love it, but I feel like it's solid. So I had the keepers and stuff, but just reading the whole roster right now. Austin Wells, Matt Olson, Jordan Westberg, Mark Vientos, Sedane Rafaela, Jordan Alvarez, Aaron Judge, Roman Anthony, Dylan Cease, Bryce Miller, Spencer Spellenbach, Clark Schmidt, Cade Smith, Nate Evaldi, Cedric Mullins, and Kumar Rocker.
Oh, okay, Kumar Rocker.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm rooting for him to not be good at all. So,
but if you think about it, Tony, whose fault was it? It wasn't it.
Well,
yeah. So I'm saying, but I don't know. I feel like to root against him. I mean, it's like he didn't. It's not his fault. That's all I was saying.
Yes, but I mean, obviously, I don't want him to do well. Like
no. I get it, but I guess it just would be. It's like, but I feel like it's something personal. Is what I'm getting at, right?
No, yeah, it's nothing personal. But you got a couple of Red Sox on the team, a couple Mets.
Yeah, one Met.
Vientos, yeah.
And I just the timing worked out.
Yeah. Solid team.
I needed a third baseman, and I just feel like I loved what he did last year. Water.
Yeah. Water.
Thank you, Mike.
Tequila. Give him tequila.
Straight tequila.
Yeah.
No tequila.
That'd be wild.
No tequila. I got another draft pick coming up, and then we're gonna have another trivia question coming up.
Let's freaking go, man.
And it's funny. I think you're gonna get it, Tony. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be a
March Madness.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of close. 7 seed.
Yeah, that's true. So one of the few upsets yesterday, wire to wire, Tony. BYU 91-89 over Wisconsin. So they move on to the Sweet 16. Purdue beats McNeese. Will Wade, their coach, headed to NC State. Did you see the whole thing with their manager? He has all this NIL money and stuff. I don't know if you saw that.
McNeese's?
Yeah.
Really? No, I didn't see that NIL money. The manager.
Yeah, I think all the cheerleaders had his picture on their socks. It was one of the more ridiculous things I've ever seen. To be honest.
That is wild. No, I didn't see that at all.
Yeah,
but I guess good for him.
You would think that means he's a legend, right?
I guess he kind of is. I mean, McNeese, I guess maybe the Cinderella story that was,
Mm-hmm.
I think people maybe did, anticipate them to maybe going further, beating Purdue. But, I mean, I guess they still, have their name engraved in this year's March Madness, so that's cool.
Yeah. And he did a great job with that program the 2 years that he was there. Oh, yeah, we do have our trivia question here. So,
oh, boy.
Second trivia question.
Get your pencils out.
I feel like Michael Buck is going to get it. But the question is, UConn's NCAA tournament win streak was halted today at 13 today. What school has the longest streak and how many games? So, what team has the longest streak NCAA history? How many games did they win in a row? And hey, somebody here, free drink. Thorne?
I would say Duke 18.
Incorrect. Damn.
I don't know.
Hey, at least you tried. We'll see if we get some guesses in here.
Yeah, it's tough, dude.
I see here
The ice.
Crunching on the ice.
I see
Oh.
here we got some comments, but Michael Bucka, 2-part question. I'm not going to say which one, but you did not answer it correctly. But
One
also,
part.
what are the comments here? Not going to say which one.
The comments we got. We got a few. Starting off with Angelo saying, "See the Giants sign Jameis Winston."
Yes.
Jameis Winston, yep.
Yep. We have Riley
Kinda
saying
crazy.
Maryland. What was that in reference to?
Maybe,
no, in Maryland right now.
but this is a tight game.
they're down
Colorado
by
State hitting a 3
Yeah.
to be up 3.
And I'm pretty sure he said that with 9 minutes left, Maryland ties it up or takes the lead. We're at 8:30 now. So, okay, Riley.
Michael Buckner says Riley Red Sox gonna stink up the toilet this year. Ew. Michael Buckner says UCLA, don't test me. I'm the college basketball
But
fanatic.
Michael, 2-part question, didn't get one of them right. So
Riley Souza is coming back at Michael Buckner saying, just say you don't know ball. It's okay to be
Wait, but-
honest.
Wow.
do you think he wants to talk ball or no?
No, absolutely, dude.
Come on.
And Michael Buckner says, end by 34 games.
You really think he's listening? Whoever was talking ball? Like, did you know what I was talking about or no?
No.
There was a guest who came here. And remember, he kept saying,
Oh,
"You
my
want to
God,
talk
that's right,
ball?
you talk
I'll talk ball."
That's right, dude. Oh my God, that was like ages ago. I guess,
But it
kinda
wasn't like that. You know what I mean? Like it was a while ago, but it wasn't like years ago.
right.
You know?
Yeah. And Buckner does say UCLA 34 games.
But then when I said, he didn't get one of the parts of the question right. Not telling.
Oh, you okay? I see where you're going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. I would. I mean, I guess I just don't know. March Madness, 34 games seems like a lot, though.
It does seem like a lot.
How many games you would one play in a tournament?
When you think about it, you have the first round, the second round. That's 2.
Yeah,
Then the Sweet 16,
16.
Elite 8, 2 Final 4 games. So what is that? 6?
6.
6-0. So,
So that,
you know.
Jesus Christ, I mean, like 6.
Where's Josh B, by the way? I feel like maybe
He's focused on the fantasy draft.
he doesn't have a fantasy draft.
Oh, he's not in the no.
No. I mean, I would feel like the kids are bad by now, right?
I would
almost
think
9?
so. It's almost 9. Maybe he's meal prepping. I don't know. Cooking.
I just figure he's always good for a call in,
Yeah.
the trivia questions.
Maybe he got hammered today. He's passed out.
And Ernie saying that first team Barnes I sent is wow.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he
I'll send the second when he's done. He says.
yeah. So no, he had a good fantasy draft for sure.
Unbelievable.
And it's great fantasy opening
unbelievable.
day, just so exciting.
Mhm.
And to recap, finishing last game yesterday,
Yes.
Michigan does win. Came back actually from down 4 at the half,
Yeah.
91-79 to advance to the Sweet 16.
Good for Michigan.
The Big Ten champs. So we do have some of the matchups set for this Thursday. So you got Sweet 16 Thursday, Friday, and then Elite 8 Saturday, Sunday. But we're gonna get the 2 set matchups are Texas Tech and Arkansas.
Mhm.
And right now Texas Tech 5.5. I mean, listen, the way I think Arkansas is gonna win one more game here. I mean,
Yeah, I
they
can see
look
it.
impressive. The size, Tony, the athleticism, and the experience of John Calipari.
Yeah, I mean that is what great coaching brings you. Like these significant wins. In March Madness here, and Texas Tech, not for nothing. What they beat Drake,
Yes.
right? So I don't know. I mean, I feel like maybe rolling into this game, different team, different momentum. I can see them maybe having the Red Raiders having some trouble here. But I guess we'll see. It's hard to say, but I would put my money on Arkansas at this point.
Yeah, no, they look really good. And then I think another fascinating matchup here between BYU and Alabama. So the 6-seeded Cougars against the number 2 seed Crimson Tide. And BYU, I mean, just
Looking good.
the way their offense. It's
Yeah.
like, will Alabama be able to slow them down?
I guess we'll see. Again, they just beat the Honey Badgers, right, by 3. That was a pretty big game right
Yes.
there. And I mean, not for nothing. I guess Alabama is the 1 seed, right? Alabama's the 1 seed.
2 seed.
2 seed.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, 2 seed here. I don't know. I mean, not for nothing. BYU even beating Virginia, VCU.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was kind of an upset too. So I don't know. I can see BYU maybe pulling it out again. But I mean, obviously it's kind of tough because at this point, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Batman obviously still is really good too. But I mean, again, you think of this, who they've beaten. Roger Morris, and they beat St. Mary's.
I think St. Mary's. Yeah.
Was the other one. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say maybe they didn't really have a huge contest, I guess, yet, right?
Yeah.
Against those two teams. So maybe against BYU, they get kind of a little bit of an upset here. The Cougars of BYU, dude.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what happens.
What do you think?
I like BYU and Arkansas.
BYU?
So the two lower
The
seeds.
two upsets.
And then Duke and Florida are waiting the results of tonight's action. But
we also have some comments.
Yeah, let's go, Rita.
We got Michael Bukta saying, imagine Arkansas and Kentucky meeting in the tourney.
The Calipari reunion.
Yep.
That'd be wild.
Also got Jay Bird in the house. What's up, Jay?
Jason Libertelli.
He was working brunch today, dude.
He was brunching today?
He was working brunch. Like that was his shift. He was the brunch shift guy.
I wonder if he was brunching as well.
He probably was sneaking shots behind the bar while he was working.
Maybe some other stuff.
Dude. Maybe some other stuff. Who knows? The shrooms. I don't know.
He says,
I know he was a shrooms guy.
Big shrooms guy.
He says, can't believe UConn blew it like that. 14-0 ATS though. And then he says BYU Livier. And a bunch of it's a typo.
What?
I don't get what he's saying.
Livier.
BYU what?
Maybe you were talking French before. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
I guess he's still hammered, Tony.
And then he goes, "You guys
could be hammered."
Is Livier on BYU maybe?
And he says, "You guys think Colorado State holds out to win this one?"
It feels like
Yes.
the Rams, Tony, right? It's like meant to be.
Absolutely right now. They're up by 4 with 7 minutes left. I know it's anyone's game still. But yeah, I am rooting Colorado State. Let's go, dude. And I don't know what he means by Olivier. I don't see anyone on the roster. Olivier, Jay Bird. BYU Lever. Like
Okay,
Believer,
there we
dude.
go.
There it is.
Yep.
Believer, BYU. Yes, Riley even confirmed it as well. Jay Bird, by the way, just moved into his own studio apartment in New Jersey.
Woo!
There we go.
Let's go.
Brand new spot. Birthday's coming up soon. He's having a great time. Okay, Hello Fresh, the brunch. Jay Bird's living his best life.
Word.
Ain't never told no lie. And then Riley Souza also, by the way, says 1 month out, Masters pick.
I forget what obviously we could revise how we want now.
Oh yeah, did we do picks for every major?
I think
at the beginning
we
of the year?
mentioned something.
I don't know if we did.
But I have to say it's interesting. I kind of think things are shaping up, and I know he's going to be in the field this week at the Houston Open. But I think it's shaping up for Scotty, honestly, because he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah,
that's his course. 3 and 4 years, that'd be pretty historic.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty historic. Is right. I don't know. I mean, I would like to think so. I don't know. I hate trying to pick a chalk player, I guess. And Riley here says Rory, by the way.
Which is just like, listen, I mean, I know he looks good, obviously winning the players. But I don't know if I could back him.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard to, especially when you think of some of his collapses. I mean, again, I was just watching. I've been watching Full Swing season 3, and I mean, they just went over the U.S. Open from last year, where him and Bryson were kind of duking it out. What was it? It was going into Sunday, or was it on day 2? Maybe I think it was going to Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
He had the lead and ended up like just blowing these back-to-back 3-foot putts.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like you can't win Augusta doing that.
Yeah,
right?
there's no way you're winning the Masters doing that, dude. And I mean, and not for nothing, those mistakes just seem for Rory to come
at the worst time.
At the biggest moment. Sunday going in when you have the lead and then you blow it, dude. And then what? Bryson even had a tough hole, and he rose to the occasion, ended up parring 18.
Well, that bunker shot.
That bunker shot was unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
And for a second, like Rory, who thinks like you think of the emotions he went to, where it seemed like he would have won with a 2-shot lead, and then it seemed like maybe he was going to be tied for a playoff, and then you just outright end up losing it. I mean, what a fucking collapse, dude. So kind of tough. Riley says DTV taking the Ryder Cup. But if I had to guess, I don't know. I'm going to go a little bit outside of the box in terms of away from Rory, away from Scotty, number 1 and number 2 here.
Justin Rose?
No, not Justin Rose.
Harrington.
Not Patrick Harrington. I mean, probably maybe not too out of the box, but I can see Xander doing it, honestly.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I know maybe like this year he hasn't had necessarily the wins under his belt, but we've seen, like I was saying today, we've seen some final rounds where he just opens up with 4 birdies, back to back, gets the momentum, has some great shots. But I just feel like for him, unfortunately, this year, it just seems like he's never set up on that Sunday well enough to make that comeback or to make a splash. So
Right.
I don't know. I could see him maybe just having a great Masters the first couple days, just being maybe tied for 3rd going into the final day here, final round. And then it is that final round where he does just go off with birdies, ends up, maybe having a 3 or 2-stroke lead and holding it. But again, I mean, we'll see. My money would be on Xander.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how soon it is. We got 2 tournaments coming up, and then here we are, Augusta, Nance, Michael Bucket.
Right,
he's excited to hear his buddy.
Riled. Maryland here has missed the last 6 field goals.
Down 4. And how about Mississippi State pulling away from Iowa State up 11? And Riley did call that.
Which is tough for Iowa, but we'll see. As the land does not go in for Maryland, by the way. So Colorado gets possession back as we just reach under 6 minutes to go here in the second half, dude. Colorado seems to be working the ball around the top of the key here, finally trying to get underneath the hoop, but there's nothing there. Maryland plays some good defense, double team, the 3 from Colorado, and it is off the mark.
The threes that these teams take, I feel like that's been the theme of the week. The team that loses, you mentioned St. John's with the 2 for 20.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the entire theme.
Not good.
I did see we had some other comments here. Michael Bucket saying Barnes, who do you think is going to win the Masters this year? Like I said,
that.
I think it's shaping up for Scotty. I mean, obviously, we'll see how he looks at the Houston Open. If he chunks it, maybe I'll change my mind there. But, also, you have to keep in mind, Justin Thomas, I'm sure Riley I would think maybe tuning in today, watching the collapse, Victor Hovland getting the job done.
Yeah, that was great.
So those are a couple guys, but I don't. It's been a while since Thomas has won. Is he on the cusp? Will this hurt him mentally? Who knows? Colin Morikawa is a guy that you feel like could always win. Even a guy like Hideki Matsuyama, the champ 5 years ago or 6 years ago. He could always get the job done. I mean, it's just wide open. What about John Rahm, Tony? Didn't have the best showing last year. Does he rebound? And you mentioned Bryson. We forget about these guys.
Brooks,
Koepka.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like we still want all the guys together, but it definitely really puts such an emphasis on these major tournaments with them not playing with each other on a weekly basis, all those guys.
Yeah, no, I think so. And again, to go back to watching Full Swing, I mean, they're talking a lot about that, about hopefully one day here. Colorado with a little backdoor layup there to improve their lead to 5. Brooks and Bryson being, even Rory, talking about how at the end of the day, they do want all of them to play together because it is about what the fans deserve, and they deserve to have the best, the highest level golfers playing together constantly, consistently. And obviously with that whole live thing, as Maryland misses a 3 off the mark, Colorado gets the rebound.
And real quick, thanks, Angelo, for tuning in. Guys, I have to go pee. Thanks for tuning in, Angelo.
Thank you, Angelo.
Yeah,
a little kerfuffle in their own end. It is Maryland's ball here with 4:30 to go. Gillespie will inbound the ball for the Crabs. Okay? That is not what you want, dude. Colorado State, a little bit of a miscue. And like I said, Maryland's going to inbound this ball, hopefully to kill that deficit to 3. with 4.5 to go here in the second. Maryland on the inbound. The 3 deep splash.
Wow. So now a 2-point
Holy
game
cow, dude.
inside of 4.5 minutes here. So this is going to go down to the wire.
I mean, that's exactly how the coach draws it up off the inbound. Michael Theophil has said, the most volatile person on the inbound is the guy who inbounded it, right? Yeah, dude.
Somebody's
Dangerous.
listening.
Yep.
Somebody's doing their homework.
Yeah, he's coming over now. And that's exactly what he did. Inbound the ball, screen,
Most
pass for the
important
3, most important person. There we go, dude.
So he knows.
And that's the guy you got to watch. And Colorado
Right,
State
did he
did
hit a
not.
jumper, the guy inbounding?
He literally, yep,
Right back to him?
right back to him.
Yeah.
And here he is right now, pushing on the court outside. Oh,
Wow. Tie game. Feels like a momentum shift.
It really is at that point. Riley Souza
Inside of 4 minutes.
freaking
Almost like
out
in
right
bowling,
now.
Tony.
It is almost like in bowling. The momentum shift, just like that. Dude.
Speaking of Riley Souza, he says Ludwig will win one of the majors.
Oh, Bear, dude. I mean, I would be very happy for him if he does.
You know what was interesting? I was looking this stat up today.
Colorado missed
First of all,
that.
I know this is kind of a weird question, but take a guess what the leader, and I forget who it even was. It was guys that are, I can look it up, but just take a guess what the top percentage inside of 10 feet. So 10 feet or closer putting percentage. What do you think the pros make?
Ooh,
So it's got, 1 foot counts and 10 foot counts. You know what I mean? So it's that range of all those putts. What do you think the top, person makes as a percentage?
Like percentage?
Yes.
Between 1 and 10.
Yes.
Feet. I would say 82%.
95 and change.
95?
And the best part is Aubert, I think bottom 3, 84%.
Really?
I couldn't believe it.
That is interesting.
And not to say I thought he was, like how they talk about Denny McCarthy with the putting.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect him to be that low on the list. That's crazy.
That is pretty tough. And especially because, I don't know, I feel like the last year or two we've seen, in terms of younger golfers, Victor Hovland a lot of the time is one who misses those easy putts. So, but I guess we've seen Aubert, miss a few on his own as well. So I guess I'm not totally surprised, but still, that is.
No, but you're gonna crack up at this list.
What do we got?
This is loading in 1 second. So first, so I was a little off here. Sorry, it's 92.53, but close to 95, obviously.
Yeah.
But Nikolai Hogard, Tony, number 1,
Wow.
slightly over Bud Cauley, who was in contention, last week. It was he in contention today as well?
I thought I saw a Bud somewhere.
I didn't get a chance to watch today because I was out
tied for fourth
myself. So he's had a couple good weeks here.
Yeah.
92.34%. Quade Cummins, 92.14. John Pak, 91.49. And then Matt Kuchar, 91.46. So just kind of interesting. This fight, we don't see any of the golfers
often, yeah.
And I think the top, in terms of a top 10 golfer, Scotty Scheffler, 26, which I was surprised about because we always would talk about Scotty, the putting,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, very true, dude. It's kind of an interesting stat because when you do think about it, that's what all the old guys, all the golf aficionados preach. You putt for dough, But obviously these statistics you're just saying right now, maybe not so much, dude.
Right.
Yeah, and then who does? Again, you think about the bigger drivers. On the tour, Bryson, Rory, those are the top ranked golfers in the world. They do win tournaments, so.
Hey guys.
Yes.
I just wanted to point out, did we get anyone to answer the trivia question correctly?
No. Do we do last call? Give them 60 seconds?
Yep.
You have 60 seconds.
And our trivia question is, UConn's NCAA tournament win streak was halted today at 13 today. What school has the longest and how many games?
Go to 805.
805.
905. You're saying.
Okay, 5 minutes. We've had one
Michael
guess.
Buckta says UCLA 38 games in a row.
That was the one guess he had before. And
no, he said 34, but I feel like, as Tony would say, he looked it up because that is the correct answer.
Oh.
But did he look it up?
His first guess was 34, so he must have.
Unless he's guessing a random number, but
yeah, but
who knows? Who
knows is right, dude. You take his word for it.
It is Michael. I feel like we kind of have to, no?
We don't have to do anything.
But either way, I guess we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
And we did just get a tip off. It's on over there. Michigan State and New Mexico. So there is another Pitino, Tony.
Wow.
Is Richard Pitino, the head coach of the New Mexico Lobos. Would be a story if he's able to get them into the Sweet 16.
Yes, that would be really wild for sure. As by the way, Maryland does take a 2-point lead now for those
66-64. 3:02 left on the clock here. Game trends: 13 lead changes. Colorado State once led this game by 12. And Maryland's biggest lead is only 3. Do the Rams have another run in them here, Tony? Are they going to fade away? A big block shot there.
Yeah.
So Maryland going the other way now.
Very interesting, by the way. There is a Reese who was making those free throws on Maryland. They showed a picture of Angel Reese right after that. I don't know if they're related. That'd be pretty wild.
Yes,
they are.
Yeah.
I guess good for him.
Wow, and Maryland, Reese making the jumper there. 68-64, 2:23 left on the clock.
God damn, dude. If Maryland wins this in Colorado, why forcing a 3 that doesn't go? And, I mean, not for nothing, Riley Souza, 9-0 run for Maryland in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, he did call it. I mean, it took a while to develop, Tony.
I mean, he literally said a 9-0 run.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really get a little more accurate than that. Oh, up by 4 here, the drive to the hoop floater, and it does not go in.
Oh, Colorado
no foul.
State with the rebound. I think
That's
a must
huge.
score here, Tony.
Yeah, how about you just
get points, go to the rim.
Go to the rim, yeah. Play some small ball here. They only have 2 points in the last 6.5 minutes. That's exactly what you not want to do in the last 6.5 minutes of your freaking game. They do drive to the hoop, and a foul does not go in here. So Colorado will take 2.
This is good because the clock stops.
Yes.
You get a second to regroup. As New Mexico is now up 10-5 here. First 5 minutes of the game, driving to the hoop.
Wow, you got to bang out these free throws.
Michigan State the other way in transition. That was a crafty layup.
That was a very nice move. That was actually pretty sick, dude. Right. New Mexico slowing it down.
Colorado State making the front end of the 2 free throws here.
One more here.
And then Michael Bucket says, winner, chicken dinner. Give me that. Doesn't comment about the potential of looking it up. And then Riley Souza says, you have 100 bats against primary ground. How many hits do you get? I watch a lot of college ball. It's not how the amount. What would you say? DeGrom, 100 at bats. Colorado State makes the second free throw. Now 12-9 in favor of New Mexico.
I mean, he's throwing 90-mile-an-hour sliders at you, dude.
So not many is what you're alluding to.
I mean, honestly, like if I think about this constantly. If I were to go against,
you do?
I really do. And I don't know, man. I would just feel like someone like me going against a major league pitcher. I would just hope that it's fastball, and I'd be sitting fastball first pitch. I'd be really aggressive, and you're gonna hit. Because I feel like once you get like the deeper you go with pitchers, especially MLB pitchers, like they know how to play mind games. They know the selection. I mean, I feel like once they set you up with a fastball, then they throw the changeup or the slider or whatever. Once you start getting into that realm where you're at the 5th pitch in, like you stand no chance, honestly. So I would say 100 pitches, 100. Well, it's actually pretty interesting. He doesn't say 100 pitches. He's 100 at bats against Prime DeGrom.
I question though, honestly, because I had this problem towards the end of my baseball career.
Yeah.
Not career, but just playing when I was younger. I struggle with high velocity. Like I don't know. I feel like I'd be flinching the box 100. Like imagine just not even swinging and knowing, like just saying, even a pitching machine. Yeah. Just knowing 100 miles, like looking at that ball coming in at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. I mean, they're professional. I would trust that. He's not gonna hit my head.
But I mean, we've seen it. I mean, there are brushback pitches, right, Tony?
The brushback. Maryland made them both, by the way, or Colorado made them both.
So 68-66. Maryland driving. Gillespie misses it. Huge rebound here for Colorado State. And 1:15 left on the clock. Can they tie it up here?
And honestly, I would say that I am 5 for 100 against DeGrom.
I'm going to say 1. Foul ball.
And and it's not like, how many hits?
Oh, yeah. Like, no, I guess I'll get messed on the head.
Yeah, one hit, I mean, is anyone playing the field? Or
you're like, what are we doing? Colorado State tying it up. 53.8. Also,
Rams,
New Mexico's up 16-11, and Mississippi up 38-27.
Both
of those games in the first half.
Timeout,
and we do have a
Maryland.
timeout. Kevin Willard, Tony, he was the former coach at not only Seton Hall, but Iona.
Really?
Right before I was there, freshman year.
Was he fired?
No, he took the Seton Hall
Took a
job.
Seton Hall job?
Yeah.
Because he was doing well?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Iona tradition as well. And they actually just fired their coach, Tobin Anderson. I don't know if you remember, he was the coach of Fairleigh Dickinson when they beat Kentucky a couple years ago. Only lasted 2 years on the job, 500 record. I guess the new coach that they brought in, which I'll actually get his name because I was just looking at this article before, but could get them more NIL money. But 2 years only on the job, was like the Cinderella story of the tournament. Fairleigh Dickinson, you know what I mean? A small school.
That
and then
sick.
to feel like, you're stepping up in job, and then you get fired after 2 years.
Yeah.
Dan Jeriot, who is actually an assistant sometimes from LeBron. He spent the last 9 seasons on the coaching staff of the Cleveland Cavaliers and then the New Orleans Pelicans.
Sorry, just coming back into Maryland, the fans, the college atmosphere, you'll have to see it.
Did you ever think Tony would be locked in on NCAA?
No, but this is a good game, no?
That's a good game, yeah.
But it's like, so he has to say it like
just because we said he is, he's like,
no, I'm not paying attention. It's all for the camera.
No. Again, I mean, obviously new here for the show, but I will say,
Maryland,
Riley Souza says Maryland over 71 points is killing me.
It's not going to happen, Riley.
Colorado State, the Rams, Riley.
Rams, inside ball, good defense.
Got to get a shot off.
Oh, my God.
Less than 3, less than 2. Puts up the three-pointer.
Doesn't go.
But gets the offensive rebound. Wide open 3, but it looks like there was a foul on the floor, Tony.
I don't know. I think it's kind of a soft call right there. Yeah, Booze is right. What the fuck? That's unbelievable. Where's the foul?
Just rimming out there.
Where's the
that
foul?
is a terrible.
Where is the foul?
I don't know, Michael. No.
You can't extend your arms.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, in live, it didn't look like it.
Yeah. I mean, not from the guy got the rebound anyway. What the fuck, dude? And then, of course, now they go to review it. Now they slow the game down. Now it's becoming a problem. So we'll see the 3 again here. 3 was clean. Back rim, backboard.
Pushes him back. I mean, in real time, though, because that's when the call is made, right?
Yeah, kind of tough call, obviously.
Yeah.
I think maybe a little bit of a slap-happy ref on the whistle. But here we go. I mean, not for nothing, dude. I mean, if I'm Riley, I'm probably happy about that. 2 free throws, 70-68. Maryland probably goes the other way again. Reset 22.4 on the clock. He didn't reference any. I think that's what they were reviewing, maybe the time. The time, dudes.
The time is after 9.
So I guess we're gonna have Maryland, who's going to the free throw line. Take 2 to take 2. Are they going to the free? Yeah, take 2. Right?
Yeah, they're in the double bonus.
Okay.
So they will get 2 free throws here. Julian Reese, at the line, shooting 2.
Let's see the relation. Julian Reese.
No, it's her brother.
The relation.
I saw something on it earlier.
The relation.
He makes the free throw to give them 69, 68 here, with 1 free throw on the way.
Yeah, brother of Angel Reese. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Angel Reese, I don't know.
Tight.
I definitely see a lot of videos of her on social media, and she seems like a terrible person.
Wow. 70, 68, 22.
You know what I
change.
can't unsee about her?
What?
That she looks just like Sid the Sloth from
Oh my
Ice
gosh,
Age.
Ice Age. That's freaking hilarious. But it's really
Timeout
by
Colorado State.
With 11 seconds to go. This is a good game, I guess. But I was going to say, dude, I was saying about the March Madness as a whole. And yeah, I guess I can get into games like this if I'm watching them, but I don't know, man.
I think this is a really good game.
Like, if I'm someone who knows basketball and is like doing all these things for my bracket, and I don't know, dude, it's just so unpredictable. As we have Jalen Rose weighing in here, in what is a beautiful suit, by the way.
As he has resurfaced since getting canned at ESPN.
Yeah, which is great. I think he is good on air.
Jalen Rose
here. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I can really get into March Madness really that much, to be honest, dude. Single games like this, maybe. But, the guys who make the brackets, make 10 of them. I mean, I don't know. It's just not – like, what's the point, dude?
To win.
But you're not going to.
How do you know?
Because you're not going to. There's no
Says
way.
who?
Says everyone, dude. I mean, look at even the experts that crunch numbers, spend weeks leading up to March Madness, debating certain teams, doing the research for these rosters.
The teams, the games.
And then you fucking know nothing. You know nothing. And the brackets are indicative of that, dude. When's the last time someone had a perfect bracket?
It's happened.
When?
I
When?
mean, I can look it up.
Nope. Don't look it up. No, I mean, I think it is, and I guess you can say that, that maybe adds to the lure of March Madness. But to me, it's kind of fucking bogus, Like it's not good that you have these matchups where there is a 10 beating a 2. No? Like, doesn't that kind of mean like, oh yeah, your conferences are kind of messed up?
No, it's the thrill. I don't know. I mean, it's March Madness. It's unpredictable. The passion. I mean, this is great. You want Cinderella.
And then what?
Colorado State inside of 10, the 3-pointer for the lead, and he hits it. 6.1 on the clock. Maryland. Are they going to call timeout? They do. I think they might get a couple ticks on the clock back. I don't know. Oh
my God, dude! Riley Souza needs Maryland to score anything right now, not only for the win, but to go the over 71. Michael Buckner says, "Holy."
What a game, though, honestly. This is justifying what we're just saying.
I mean, this is the best game I've seen so far. Is it not? Like, is it not?
So supposedly there's never been a verifiable perfect bracket.
Something's wrong here. That was a great 3. Rainbow 3, my goodness. One-handed pass over there to what's his name, Lake, who drains it. No pun intended. Drains the lake.
That was from some lake in Colorado, right?
Yeah, sure, dude. There's gotta be some.
We got Michael Buckner saying, "Holy Colorado State! Come on, baby! This is so March Madness." Riley Souza says, "Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt." And he says, "I need over 71 so bad."
He does. I mean, they got to score. They got to score something.
I want Colorado State, though. It's not because I want Riley to lose money, but I want Cinderella into the Sweet 16 here.
12 being the
Cinderella?
4. The Rams.
Cinderella.
The shoe fits.
The Rams, and I think, that'll be a great matchup there between Colorado State and Florida, if that's what we got.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
What's your prediction, though, here, honestly? 3.6. I mean, obviously, a time for a dribble or two, get a good shot, maybe a pass, right?
Yeah. I honestly, again, I'm rooting for Colorado, but for them to sit here with 3.6 seconds left and to not give up a point, I don't know. It's tough, dude. I think Maryland can get a shot off. They have time to, and they can make it, to be honest. But I'm going to say Colorado makes it.
It's
71-70.
It's tough to.
I'm sorry, Riley.
But it's tough to just do it though. In that amount of time, there's a lot that has to go right.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. There is. And this is what it all boils down to. 24-1 is Colorado State this season when leading with 5 minutes or less remaining. So this would be their second loss of the year. If they do end up, Maryland, that is, making the shot here. The inbound here. Watch the guy who inbounds the ball. We have some time. 3, 2,
driving.
1.
Oh! Wow. Fuck! They're going to check the clock.
No, he made that shit.
No. If there's any time
left.
But I don't think so. But 72-71, Riley Souza with the walk-off winner.
Freaking out right now.
I mean, that was unbelievable. Michael Bucka, you're kidding, right? Wow.
Off the glass, too. That was crazy.
Wow. I mean, what?
And it seems like this is standing.
What heartbreak as the coaches are doing a little handshake, a little embrace here. To be on the opposite side of this one, especially you're a team like Colorado State, that's tough. That's tough. But Michael Bucket right away. They ain't beating Florida. Walter Clayton about to walk all over them. And then Riley Souza. Oh, my God, Tony.
He goes, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Holy shit. That's what he's saying.
That is wild. Off the glass.
Green.
What a shot.
He will, especially if Maryland's able to continue this run this weekend, he will live as a legend in the Maryland Terrapins lore, Tony, right?
Yeah.
New Mexico maintaining the lead here, 20-14 over Michigan State. Still, I feel like you're still in shock.
You must be so happy.
Yeah, rooting for Colorado.
Yeah.
Didn't fucking work, dude. And I mean, really, like the defense was clean, but the shot was better.
And Michael Bucket wants to know how far Riley has Maryland going. Unbelievable. I guess following this game, we're gonna have Arizona State and Oregon, the former Pac-12 rivals. And he says, last leg of the parlay, what a hit. I didn't even know it was a parlay.
Yeah, no, I didn't know either, dude. And I hope it seems like he may be buying dinner tomorrow.
Yeah,
for us, dude.
Yeah. Fourth Sweet 16 appearance in program history.
14th.
First since 2016. Wait, what? You have an event with him, or what do you?
Oh yeah, actually tomorrow, we have been tasked with organizing the event at Sacred Heart. It's
with
called
Jeremy Schaap.
Jeremy Schaap. It's called What's the Line? It starts at 5:30 p.m. On 3501 Park Avenue. It's the Martiri Building for Communications at Sacred Heart University. Jeremy Schaap hosting this event with a few panelists. Talking about the legalization of gambling and the future of legal sports gambling specifically, in the world of not only just gambling in general, but sports media as well. Like I said, hosted by Jeremy Schaap. ES.
I mean, what are the chances like I could do one more video, the Schaap imitation,
right?
Play it for him, just see if he.
I do my best here. You also could just show up and tell him yourself.
That's true.
5:30 tomorrow, dude.
Materi, and that's the hockey arena.
Well, yeah, same name, but they also have a building for the communications.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
So it's the Martiri Building for Communications and Media.
Listen, I know Rick Pitino is still, sour. I'm sure after the loss to Arkansas yesterday, but he must be beaming right now, watching his son Richard leading the New Mexico Lobos. This is where we lose, Tony. You could just tell watching this game, but a 10-point lead. I mean, pretty impressive. I mean, a lot of game left here.
No, this is great. New Mexico.
And then Michael Bucket back with the announcer theme saying, Jeremy, my man, Buster Barnes. Do you like Michael K? Yes, I like Michael K.
He has to.
And no, listen, I got the radio show lost me for a little bit, but now that he's solo, I do like it. I did think he used to act a little differently when it was the three of them. And I think on the Yankee broadcast, he does a great job. It doesn't need to be Vin Scully, Michael. It's like, but I think he's solid.
Scully.
I don't have a problem with him, and I think sometimes certain Mets fans, he catches some slack.
Well, you know what? I mean, he's got his problems.
But what is the problem? If you really think about it, radio show, I understand, the old radio show. But what is it with his Yankee broadcast? What is the issue?
He just does come off as very pompous.
But I think we even watched the Yes broadcast that much. I know
not as much as anyone like you, for sure, dude. But I hear it. I hear the calls, and I do think that just like you with Cohen.
So you don't think Cohen? No, we can say the same thing with "It's out of here." I mean, that's not pompous.
No, not absolutely not. Cohen is very reserved, very respectful, very humble. Okay.
The Mets.
Michael K is none of those things.
Dude, he really does. Just because he says "see," I don't get how he comes with his promise. I honestly don't.
No, his voice is a little annoying.
I don't know. I mean, you don't think that we could say that about Cohen with the nasal?
No.
At least you've stopped saying he's not
sounds nothing like where you sound when you imitate him.
Can we play It's Out of Here? Or is it going to be copyright?
That's a great question. I don't know. I wouldn't think so. But Renee, I mean, I guess I could do it over. Well, Renee's got to do it.
What?
Okay, can you just search Gary Cohen home run call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just play it for us.
And then we can do Michael K after that.
Yeah, but the point we could do Michael K. Sure.
Track. Whoa. See ya.
Yeah, that's a good. That's
No,
a good
it's
call.
not, dude.
It's
No,
exciting.
He has a mouthful of shit when he says it.
No.
Yeah.
At least I have an actual point, like what you're saying.
You have no point.
Yes, I do. He does sound like a weasel.
No, what does a weasel sound like?
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta do it.
Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, Wingstop. You ever have that?
No, but I think there's one in Bridgeport, isn't
There
there?
is one in Bridgeport. And I always get them confused with like Wingstop and Wing It On. And there's one
Wings
other
Over.
one too. Wings Over as well.
Yeah.
But I've had all three of them, and honestly, I don't think any of them are really that good.
I think I haven't had it there in a while, but I think Wings Over at UConn
Yeah, stores.
was legendary.
Dude, there was
The
some
hang glider. Excuse me. Sorry.
tequila. The hang glider. What's
Yes.
that?
It was just like boneless wings and fries, but I would get honey mustard sauce. The honey mustard sauce is so good, like on the chicken. Which, you know what's interesting? Usually that's a dipping sauce. It's not usually on the chicken,
Like
but
a
I think
sauce,
it's so good. Like it's like my favorite by far I've ever had. Like kind of like
Really?
more like tenders, not so much boneless wings,
yeah,
but
of
tenders. Like unreal.
Honey mustard is so good.
Honey mustard is amazing. Yeah.
I forget we were talking to some kid who went to UConn here last night, and he gave us the name of a bar. He's like, "Dude, if you're in stores, you got to go to this bar."
And by the way, Renee and Michael. Michael has heard me talk about this before, but we're gonna play this, and then I'm gonna do my imitation, and I just need you guys to answer.
No, do yours first.
All right, fine, I will do it first.
Do yours first.
But also, I want you to tell me if you think that he sounds nasally. Okay.
Or anything like Brian.
Is the video ready?
Yes.
All right, wait. So before we go,
Yep.
my imitation. So I need Renee's focus here for a second, and Michael.
Okay.
So my imitation of him saying his home run is, "It's out of here." Okay, so that's what I think he sounds like. And now we're
out of here.
And now we're gonna go.
Okay, ready?
Into Alvarez.
Hear it?
Yeah.
And he flies one deep right field. McCarthy back near the wall. It's out of here. Francisco Alvarez ties the game. 2 out, 2 strikes. Home run in the top of the ninth.
Ryan, do yours again?
It's out of here.
Yeah, you changed it a little bit from the first time.
Here, Francisco field. McCarthy back near the wall. It's out of here.
It's out of here.
Let's see, he changed it again. Yes, he is.
No.
We're gonna change it twice.
So what do
We're
we
gonna
think?
fucking
No,
change it twice.
any nasally there? Michael
A
with the
little
yes.
bit, a little bit, yes.
Am I
Very
close? Am I close, Renee?
Yes. You're like the cousin.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
So,
It's ridiculous.
I mean,
you literally changed it from the first
Now,
time. Dude. Like,
if
literally
you could
changed
just
it.
search Michael K. home run call,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
and I want you to tell me.
Tell me if he sounds like a dipshit.
Yes, because that is just so ridiculous.
Great call, by the way, by Cohen. That was a great game. Oh, heard a back crack.
And Michael Buckett,
God, dude,
do
Ole
a
Miss.
Sterling one next, and he says it as high as far as gone. And that's a tough one for me to imitate, but
Okay, ready?
Sterling was the best. Yes.
Do you want to do your impression?
No. So this, I mean, I guess this isn't like I don't really impersonate that good, but I guess what I would say would be, "There it goes, see ya."
I would say, "Track, wall, see ya."
Okay, go ahead.
Is what he
Okay,
says.
ready? Here we
Yep.
go.
Driven deep to left center field. There it goes. See ya.
Now, didn't I
Oh, what a drill deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. His first home run to left field.
Nothing.
all
Absolutely nothing.
year.
And I want
He crushed it.
Renee, quoting Tony, does he sound like a dipshit?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Michael?
No.
Oh, what do you know? 2 for 2
Wow,
here.
what do you know, dude? Well, I mean, I really wasn't talking about the home run call specifically. It's really just his general demeanor during the broadcast.
And then I guess one more just for Michael Butka. If you could just do John Sterling home run call. Legendary John Sterling just retired this past season, and Dave Sims is now taking over for him on the WFAN Yankees radio broadcast.
We should really show the. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Right, hold on. All right.
And also, I guess what I don't know if I'm that good at imitating this one, but he usually says, "It is high, it is far, it is gone."
All right, here we go.
Seattle, bottom of the 8th, 1 out, no one on. Here's Bernie. It'll be a 3-2.
Burn, baby, burn.
Swung on and hit high in the air to deep right. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Good call.
Bernie goes boom. He drills a home run the short way in the right field seats. Burn, baby, burn. And the Yankees tie the ball game at 1. We're tied at 1, and this place is going nuts. One of the most thrilling games you'll ever see. So 2 away, and the Yankees down to their last out. And here's Tino. 1 on, 2 out.
Wow.
Pitch is swung on and drilled to deep right center. It is high. It is far. It is gone. The Bam Tino with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. He drills a game
could tell
time
when he was
2-run
younger,
home
before.
run. Oh, the Bam
Now,
Tino.
I love
Sterling
Sterling, right?
calls.
Like,
Yeah.
dude,
He not, dude.
unbelievable.
What
honestly.
did he say when Stanton hit home runs? He said
Santonian blast?
No.
Yo, somebody, Giancarlo.
Yeah,
like, whatever.
Giancarlo, Coochie, it's something like that.
I love the
No,
burn, baby burn.
You gotta. We'll
No, and then Michael, Georgie juiced one.
Say again.
Look up
Georgie
Sterling.
juiced one was great.
Brian.
Sterling,
Renee.
Giancarlo Stanton home run call. 'Cause
No
he said something.
seepers, don't stop. I just am
Something,
not saying it
I don't
right,
know what the
but-
words are.
Yeah. It's an
Um,
Italian phrase.
yeah,
and I guess
yeah.
Stanton felt weird about it at first because he's not Italian.
Yeah. But obviously Sterling. I mean,
Yeah.
In 2024.
yeah. It definitely was recent.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Boom, boom. I mean, maybe we can see Howie Rose's call. Pete Alonso off Devin Williams. Probably see that a lot during the Subway Series. You know.
Yeah.
Well, big home run. That home run call was one of the better ones I've heard ever.
Which one?
Howie Rose is on Pete Alonso's. No, honestly, though, like Howie Rose.
Howie Rose is
Come
another
on,
nasally,
he's
though.
You're out of your mind.
No,
right
we'll
now,
go to
honestly,
it. We'll go to it.
All right, here we go.
Here it goes.
That is gone. Giancarlo has tied it up with a Stantonian home run. A line drive over the high wall.
He's going to do it.
And about 5 rows back in left center field. Giancarlo. No sequels to Barlow. He hits a 2-run home, and the Yankees have tied the game at 2.
It is kind of crazy hearing him young and then nowadays.
Yeah. It was like so much quieter. Okay, Renee, and then if you could just do one more.
Yep.
You don't have to. But
No. Just because this is another the nasally brothers for the Mets here. Howie Rose, Pete Alonso call.
this is like legendary call.
And usually on WFAN, they would always like play this bite on Boomer and Gio where they would say, "I'm Howie Rose."
It's huge.
With the most memorable home run of his career, pumps his fist as he rounds second. It's a 3-run homer.
I mean-
He's given the Mets a 3-2 lead. They all pour out of the dugout. Alonso on his way to home plate. They're waiting for him. He hits the plate. He is first congratulated by Nimmo, hugged by Lindor. There are a dozen Mets waiting for him outside the dugout. Pete Alonso keeps this fairy tale season going with the fairy tale swing of his career. 3-2 New York.
That I mean, that video wasn't really more so about Rose having a good call as it is just having a great call for that moment. Because I mean, it's a really hard thing to do, dude. And not for nothing, you hear Rose that entire time. I mean, he does really amplify the gravity of that home run, which was huge. I mean, against the Brewers, against Evan Williams, best closer in the game at the time. And for someone like Alonso to do it, I mean, I showed that home run call to my class. Yeah, that's right. I do. And everyone loves it.
Well, yeah, everyone who's a Mets fan.
No, everyone in the class.
No.
They're like, oh, yeah, that's right. You're right.
Any nasally there, though? What do you guys
Stop it. You're insulting Howie Rose. This is ridiculous. Legend.
I'm confused. Like maybe they are just like congested or something.
They're not really congested. It's more so they're just from New York City.
But let's take the nasal part of it. But do they not sound somewhat similar? I don't know. I always thought they sounded similar.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Cohen, imitates Howie Rose a little bit, but
yeah, no, just I don't know. For some reason, it always sounded similar to me.
I mean, listen, Cohen grew up in Queens, right? So
yeah, no, he did.
I mean, not for nothing, Howie Rose. Did he grow up in Brooklyn? He went to Queens College. So
okay, there we go. But listen, opening day Thursday. Baseball season is going to be great.
Absolutely
we know it.
Dude. The brushbacks. That is going to be something.
And one more look at the leaderboard here. So we got at half, Ole Miss leading Iowa State 40-29. New Mexico up 29-22 with 4:15 left in the first half. And then we still are awaiting the tip-off between Oregon and Arizona, which has been moved to 9:48 here.
Mm-hmm.
That one coming from Climate Pledge Arena. Riley hammering Arizona -4.5. So we'll have to see. But it's been quite the weekend, Tony, of college basketball.
Yeah, no, it definitely has been. I mean, it is. There's definitely some madness going on here in March, which is, obviously what you hope for. I guess you can't say that any year you could just see just the favorites winning every round, So it does make for some good basketball, some good watch, some good viewership, some good discussions, obviously. And I'm excited to have been here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that Maryland game, was crazy.
That was sick, dude. As we see Ole Miss, who's 9 for 9 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Maryland game was ridiculous. That shot off the glass. That's shots that basketball players dream of making.
Yes, absolutely. And I think, we're going to have some outstanding basketball come Thursday and Friday. Who knows? I mean, all the number one seeds, remain here. So maybe been a while. We had the one time, I think we said in 2008 that it was when we all made the Final Four. Maybe we have something like that. And I think, after that finish, I mean, how do you not expect the Florida-Maryland game to be exciting? Like we were talking about the BYU-Alabama game. So definitely, a lot to, look forward to. Purdue-Houston, I think that'll be a good one. Michigan-Auburn, Kentucky-Tennessee, you get the all-SEC matchup there as well. So going to be a great, week coming up with sports with March Madness opening day. So pumped for it. Let's
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, and hopefully a couple good Ranger games as well.
Yeah.
They're off till Tuesday, I think.
Hanging on by a thread. So we'll have to see if they're able to rally.
Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow about
big show coming up tomorrow.
That's right.
We'll get into all of that. Really do more of a breakdown of the golf and JT having that tough final stretch there at the Valspar. Victor Hovland hoisting the trophy as the Cyclones answer to start the second half here.
Mm-hmm.
Now down 40-31, and we'll recap all these games as well. But we have to say, just another great time here at the Horseshoe.
What a time!
Again, happy birthday to our very own Renee Viviano, doing a great job.
Thank you.
On the other side of the glass, and of course, shout out Jeff, shout out Horseshoe. Always have a great time. Michael, always giving us the insight. The announcers, he knows he wasn't falling for it.
There's no shit.
So we really appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume.
That's
merch, downtimetv.com. Want everybody to enjoy your evening, and we will see you mañana.
Go Mets! Come on, dude.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do.